Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Hey everybody, and welcome to CharmedPersons. Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely Sunday. Announcements this coming Monday. No, what? This coming Monday, nothing happens. You know, so don't do anything.
Stream some video games on Monday.
Yeah, we might stream some video games.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Thursday
at 7 p.m. Central, we will have the penultimate, I think, Monster Hearts session. So come watch the end of freshman year as we wrap up and probably leave you on some kind of cliffhanger for whatever sophomore year is supposed to be. So come check that out. And then a week from today, we're going to be right back here. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, next week is a week from today is Mother's Day. So I'm channeling Matt today. A week from today is Mother's Day. So, you know, spend some time with some maternal figures if you in your life, if you have them. Show some appreciation there.
Mothers. Mommies.
Yes. Elizabeth Olsen. And then we might find another day, so make sure you're following CharmedPersons to see if maybe we find another day. Maybe not, but maybe so. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make the announcement because I doubt you guys talked about it. But on Monday the 20th...
We didn't talk about it.
And did he say yes?
We didn't talk about it.
Oh, Monday the 20th at 7 p.m. Central is the premiere of the Matt and Eric talk show. Is that what it's called?
We didn't talk about it. We don't have a name yet.
Okay, so you don't even have a name. But Matt, I mean, this if this doesn't show you what this show is going to be like, nothing will. But Matt and Eric we're very excited about this project. I'm very excited to watch it. So please tune in 7 p.m. May 20th and watch that new project with Matt and Eric. That's it for announcements. So now a recap of last week's session. Our party, the Concerned Citizens, have just left Danrek and were making their way to the southern city of Wuldriar via Ronhar. Along the way, they met with Molyander, a curious tiefling who gave them fortunes and magic items. They also met Xander Torn, a member of a blood hunter order who turned out to be a werewolf and a monster hunter, who was also from Ronhar, but also knew a little bit about the Sect of the Abyss. His little brother had been captured, and he joined the party to accompany them south to Wuldriar and see if they can figure out anything together. In last week's session, on their way to Ronhar, our party were accosted by the Quincy brothers and their gang. There was an intense battle just sheerly because of our party being outnumbered, but they were able to put up a good enough of a fight that the Quincy brothers kind of put their hands up. They used the opportunity of an unconscious Rowina to kind of negotiate a ceasefire and a truce, and the two went their separate ways. The party very smartly decided to get off the road and kind of travel rough for a little bit, but that caused the Quincy brothers to lose their trail, and they weren't seen from again. Eventually, our party did arrive in the lovely city of Ronhar to find out that Xander was the nephew of the Earl here in Ronhar. They met with Earl Kima. First they met with her son and Xander's cousin Victor, who turned out to be a bit of an ass and a bit power hungry. Him and Xander kind of got into a little tiff. And then eventually the party were able to meet Earl Kima, who they informed about Liana Sealdor, and who also told the party that along the road south there had been some rumors of some trolls causing some havoc, and that if they could take care of that, she would pay them. And that, you know, their deeds in Danrek had been kind of heard about and spread throughout at least the leadership of some cities, and might start making its way to the general populace, who knows. But after that, the party left that little meeting and decided to do two things. Go to the barley fields and have... Excuse me. And have a night in a tavern. But also, Emory wanted to go to the bank and check on some posts. But that's where we left off. And we start off in the evening here on the 25th of Ganarian in the city of Ronhar. The sun inks past the horizon, painting the sky with a violet glow. The townspeople of Ronhar wave and nod at one another as they end their days traveling home or begin their night out on the town. The cool air causes the instinctual pulling together of cloaks and pulling up of collars. But the night is yours, or I guess I should say the evening. So, Emory, you wanted to head to the post office, or the bank, I should say?
Yes.
Does anybody accompany Emory, or do you all head straight to the barley fields?
We've kind of been going with the whole no one should be alone thing,
Yeah.
but this place feels fairly safe. I mean, I'd go back. I can go with on the
They
way
know
there.
you at the bank now.
They know me, yeah. So it's
Do you want privacy, or do you want people to come with you?
That's true. Yeah, if you want to be, I'll come with if you'd like. Aeliana would volunteer to go with if you'd like accompaniment. Otherwise, we can just meet up at the tavern.
I think, yeah, Emory would probably be like, I'll be right back, and I'll meet you guys there.
Okay.
And if somebody wanted to follow him, he wouldn't like do the most to stop it, but he's like on a mission.
No, I'll let him go then.
All right, so Emory heads off to the bank. Emory, we'll go ahead and go with you first.
Okay.
You were at the bank earlier today, or at least outside of it, with Aeliana, so you know where it is. You find your way over to that part of the town. You walk in, and what do you do?
It would be really nice if there was some advertising saying that the bank is also the post office, but is...
Hi, how can I help you?
Is there a place to check mail, or like where mail would come in from
Sure,
other towns?
Sure.
Has anything come in for Emory Farrow, perchance?
Emory Farrow. Okay. Starts looking through a drawer.
Love this
Boy.
person.
I'm just
Pulls
like
out-
taking
I
deep
want them in the
breaths.
party, please.
Pulls out a piece of parchment. Oh.
This is like the sloth at the DMV.
Yeah,
Goes to another drawer.
Yes.
Pulls out a quill. Puts it on the piece of parchment. Oh. Ink.
Why do you need ink? Why can't you just look for... I'm looking for Emory Farrow. A letter might have come for Emory Farrow.
And how do you spell Henry Marrow? Is it the same normal way?
Oh boy. It's Emory. Emory. E-M...
B-M.
no. Oh no. Oh no. E. E as in...
Oh, I'm
eagle.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
E
I get it. Customer service is hard.
M
O.
O
R.
R
Y.
I
Y.
Y.
Why is
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm not at work today. This is Angie. I'm not at work today.
Sparrow. Okay.
Sparrow.
I know how to spell sparrow. I can.
Okay. It's close enough.
Goes to the back. Comes back out after
God.
about 10 minutes.
Is there, while I'm waiting, is there anyone else working here or like anyone coming in also
Yeah, there's
waiting?
someone else, there's one other person working here because at least one person has to be behind the counter all the time. So on the other side, you see like a 20-year-old girl that's kind of like reading a book.
Does she ever look up from the book?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I would just like stand there like...
Okay, she eventually comes out. I'm sorry, I only have something for Emory Farrow.
That's me, that's me.
Oh!
That's me. Yes.
I thought you said Sparrow. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I'll run outside.
Yes.
Get away from there.
And
tear open the letter.
Boop. Sent to you on Discord.
I will probably be reading and walking back to the tavern.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I can read this while we come back.
Yeah, sounds good. So we cut to the tavern. As you enter Barley Fields, well, here, let me give you a little bit. We're not out in the town anymore. Okay. There we go. As you enter Barley Fields, you are struck with the aroma of baked bread, seasoned meat, and fresh ale. The hanging lanterns and warm hearth cast a yellow glow on the interior of the establishment. Patrons laugh and clink their mugs and break bread with one another after a long day. Behind the bar, you see a large minotaur with brown fur, curved white horns with black tips that curl. Clearly once a very muscular man, still has muscle on him, but age has taken him somewhat. You see him behind the bar just kind of laughing and talking with the patrons. Xander points to him and he says, "That's Omar Hardhorn. He's the owner here." Go ahead and make perception checks for me. Whoever wants to.
21.
21.
121.
21. 21.
11.
8.
All right, you 11 and 8, you see basically what I have described in this establishment.
I'm hyping myself up for hopefully a better night out. This is
Yeah.
my second night out. The bar is high. I'm not focusing. I'm
you see
inward.
a lot of smiling faces, and your hopes do get high because this does look like a nice,
This could be better.
warm establishment. The others, Oliver and Danny, you guys notice that you guys are definitely catching some eyes, but not in a aggressive or wary way. Just in this city, although quite large, honestly, it's just a little bit smaller than Danrek, has kind of a small town vibe to it. And so you're kind of getting eyes as in like, oh, we've never seen these people here before. Especially, you, Danny, are very recognizable. People would recognize you if they've seen you before.
Oliver, being from a small town, will just get the classic, like me.
Yeah, and everybody kind of smiles and waves back at you. The two of you also notice, above the bar, there is a plaque of 3 figures. Below it, that calls them the Ronhar Trio. And then there's some small text that you can't see from this distance, but you can make out the figures. The figures on this plaque, you see a large male minotaur with a great axe casually put on his back. You see a tall, lanky earth genasi, cracked skin, moss with hair, with a staff that he's kind of carrying. It looks a lot like Root, who you met earlier.
Yep.
And then you also see what looks like Xander standing in this portrait with a large, long sword and a big shield. The face is very Xander, but much more broad-shouldered and large than Xander's frame. And so you both notice that as well. But Xander kind of points around and he says, all right, well, I'll grab us a table. I don't know. Make yourself comfortable. This is Barley Fields. And he kind of just goes and grabs a nearby table. You see people kind of like, he does the very small town thing of like stopping by a couple of tables and, hey, how you doing? How's the kids? And, and stuff like that.
How's the kids?
Couple of like older women very excited to see young Xander and getting up and giving him a hug. And he ends up not being able to grab a table. Like, you guys have to go kind of past him and grab a table. He gets a little
I
distracted.
think there's a table over there.
And he kind of points to, he's like, yeah, sorry. Clearly he's not like, this is not a fame thing. It is a very much like a loving, it's like, like Xander, it's like Norm kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all find yourself at a table. What do you do?
Drink.
Yes, I could use a drink after
Get drinks.
today.
Drinks are on me tonight, everybody. I feel like I've been mooching off you guys for a bit. I was pretty poor for a while, but now I'm, drinks are on me.
Before you
Alright.
spend the money, maybe Xander's like super level of fame will get us free stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've been. I just feel bad taking advantage of all this.
No,
free
yeah,
stuff.
you're totally right. Yep.
One round, and then
Tribute
we'll
to
go
the
from
town. Yes.
I don't know. Yep.
Sorry, I'm getting over a little bit of a
All the
sickness here.
NPCs just blew their nose all at the same time.
It's a sickly
there.
town.
Incredible.
I'm getting over
Well,
a
I'd
little bit
go
of
help
something. Sorry.
carry things if we need to go up to the bar to order.
Yeah, so you do need to go up to the
I'll
bar. It
come
looks like
help,
Omar's kind of the only guy
carry.
that's working. So you walk up to the bar. Omar's kind of helping somebody. He comes over to the two of you. My name's Omar Hardhorn. How you doing this evening?
Great.
Fantastic.
I remember her face. This is the first time I've ever seen you around here. What's your names?
Aeliana.
Aeliana? Oliver. Well, wonderful. Nice to meet you. First round's going to be on me. All right, what'll it be?
Apple whiskey for me, please. That's yes.
Okay.
And
yep.
I think one for Emory as well, and then I guess we would have asked what you wanted beforehand. so
We'll do a
order
round of
what
apple whiskey.
All right,
for,
Ron now.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't like that.
No dark liquor.
Five
can be
apple
lighter,
whiskeys
light
and,
liquor.
white wine.
Can
White
I
wine
just
for
get?
sure.
Hey, I'll walk up.
A
Hey,
screwdriver.
hey, what's up?
Do you do those?
What?
Like not an actual.
Could you also? Well,
screwdriver.
could you do a vodka?
Oh, man.
Can you do a vodka Scarlet? What the fuck is it? What's the fantasy version of a vodka Red Bull?
Oh my god.
Vodka Minotaur?
I mean, they don't really have.
Minotaur.
They don't
Vodka
really,
Scarlet Minotaur.
They don't really have energy drinks.
But like you know, what's
The
Um,
vodka coffee.
Yeah, I can get you. Yeah.
That's totally different flavor
An
profile.
espresso martini.
Something just sugary,
Espresso martini,
like a
yes.
sugary.
Right, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I got you.
espresso martini.
You want a little pep in your step. I understand. Yeah, that's something I can do for you. I will say the apple whiskey, Ronhar has a very special Granny Smith apple whiskey.
Yes.
It's got a little bit of a tang to it, a little bit of a kick.
Great.
You know, if that's something you'd be interested. All right, wonderful.
Yes.
But for you, something a little bit of a kick, a little sugar. I understand. And he walks
This
over
is
to the bar.
Danny, by the way.
Danny, nice to meet you. My name's
yeah.
Omar Hardhorn. Pleasure.
Hey.
And he walks over. As you're a little bit closer to the bar now, and you can see the plaque. You glance up. You see that it lists the members of the Ronhard trio as Omar Hardhorn, Root, and Linus Torn. Torn being Xander's last name. So it's not Xander. It looks like it's a man named Linus, maybe his father. And it says that they... it just basically says, as a thanks for keeping Ronhar safe, this plaque honors the Ron Hart, like blah blah blah. It just kind of goes into like some. It doesn't really say what happens, doesn't really say what they did, but it's like an official thank you, and just like a really artistically beautiful plaque that's up there. He comes back. He hands 5 glasses of Granny Smith apple whiskey, and then he hands you a glass with vodka, clear liquid, sugar rim on the top, and he says, "This right here, this is a vodka and lilac. Trust me, it's good."
It's good. You a former adventuring person?
Oh, yeah, I guess you could say that. me and my brothers, we've seen some we've seen some crazy times, but those days are long past me.
This wouldn't be the. This is me asking Zach. This is not the Green
Hoods.
That was a long time ago, right?
No, yeah. This definitely seems very Ron Har focused. Like, probably people in other towns would not know who the Ron Har trio are. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And as he kind of is talking to you about that, he says, "Well, I'll be." Is that Xander Torn? And Xander comes up to the bar and he says, "Hey, Omar, it's wonderful to see you. Good." And he kind of like gives him, the classic like He-Man handshake. And Omar pulls him like halfway across the bar to like pull him into a hug, and Xander's like, "Oh, okay," and gets pulled in. And then Omar says, "Well, did you see your father yet?" And Xander shakes his head and says, "Yes, saw him earlier today." And Omar kind of gives him like a second of a look, and he says, "Good. You know these fine folk?" And Xander kind of nods his head. He says, "Yes, I owe my life to them. They saved me on the road. They're some concerned citizens." And he kind of looks over at you all. And Omar nods his head and he says, "All right, well, pleasure to meet all of you, of course. Please, let us know if you need anything else. Like I said, first round's on me." And he kind of just like pushes all the glasses towards you.
Maybe just some food. If you maybe could bring like a platter out. We'd like to sample the best that Ron Har has to offer.
All right, a barley field sampler coming right up.
Triple dipper.
Oh, this is so exciting.
I'll bring it over to your table when it's ready.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll help with the cups. Just
Yeah. At about this time, I would say, Emory, you walk in, see your friends like coming back with glasses to a specific table, and you make your way over to them.
Here you go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh. Passes out all the drinks.
It's Granny Smith.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And it has like you take it and it's like, it's got like a burn of alcohol, but also like a pucker to
like
it.
An apple
it's,
yeah,
I love it. I love this. This is really
I want
good.
another.
This is
All
much
right, well-
better than the last apple whiskey that we drank.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Well, what's next?
I don't know. Last time I went
Well,
out,
there
it was a
was
disaster. So, what normally
fire.
happens as we put
Well,
out?
the
Time.
Earl did ask us to deal with a pair of trolls.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
that's on the road, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we need to sell the Manicore parts.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we could do that in the morning.
Yeah.
potentially, Before we head out.
I mean, the next thing that we were really given was the troll stuff on the way to.
There is
You know.
Liana. She's
Mhm.
could be here. She could be in town.
Should keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does anybody? Do I just see her walking around? Are we that lucky?
Good question.
I will
Are we
say,
that lucky?
I'll keep your 21 perception check, and I will say that you're confident that she is not in this establishment currently, at least not looking like herself, if she is.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and we don't have any leads. I mean, we could ask around, but I feel like we could also use a night of levity.
It's a night off, yes.
Yeah. Last time we tried that, we, got accused of witchcraft and then that building burned down.
Right.
Yeah. Just
And
try
that's
not to do
not
that
normally
this time.
how nights out go, correct?
Sometimes.
What? Okay, but like how often?
Well, depends on who you're with, I guess.
Depends on how many apple whiskeys you have.
Speaking of which, should we get another?
Yes, I got.
Yes.
I'll go up with you, Emory.
Maybe
I got
just
the
a bottle.
laptops.
Can we like split a bottle and just
Yes,
have it
let's
as
go
a
get the
deal?
bottle.
Can we do bottle service?
Yeah.
Let's ask.
You,
Buy a bottle off.
the two of you go up and go up to Omar, and he, as the two that he hasn't talked to yet, but he clearly has had an eye. He notices that you're coming up, and he like puts up a finger, and he's talking to someone. He says, "I don't think that that's the case. I'm sure it's just normal trolls being trolls." And he walks over to the two of you, and he says, "Hi, my name's Omar. You two are with Xander and the Concerned Citizens over there, right?"
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
What are your
Rowina.
names? Rowina?
Put my hand out.
Shakes it.
Emory.
Emory? Pleasure to meet you. What can I get you for?
Can we get a whole bottle of that apple whiskey?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Do you just
Also,
want one?
what's just one bottle for now.
Okay, right.
Should we do two? Is there like a price difference if you do two? And do you get like
Yeah, like how many
money
shots
off?
is in
Two
a
for
bottle?
one.
I'll give you 2 bottles for a gold.
Oh,
Deal.
two.
Yes.
He,
Also, what do you know about those trolls? And I'll gesture to the person he was talking to.
you look at the person that he was talking to, and you see an older elven man, or at least half elven, probably half elven in the way that he's still showing a lot of like wrinkles and like signs of old age. He's bald on top with long gray hair. He has nobleman clothes that look ragged and worn, and a very long goatee that just grows from his chin, real long crooked nose. This is that man. He has white-out eyes of a blind man, and he's just kind of like looking generally in your direction. And Omar says, "That's Boris. Boris is our resident. What'd you call yourself, Boris?" And Boris speaks up, and he says, "I am a man of the mystic arts, a purveyor of the perverse, an archivist of the arcane, a magistrate of the magic, if you will."
And what do you know about the trolls, Boris?
Well, what I've heard is strange goings from those on the road, trolls acting less aggressive, more intelligent, not usually of their kind. I personally heard from someone who had quite the experience on the road, spoke of laughing, maniacal voices. Well, I personally think that there's some witchcraft going on down on the road towards Moultriar. And Omar shakes his head and he says, "We haven't had a problem with witches in quite some time."
Not.
Boris is he's a sower of tall tales. And Boris just kind of shrugs. And Omar puts 2 bottles of apple whiskey on the counter.
I'd
Can I? Go ahead.
I would just tip him 2 gold. I would put 2 gold on that.
Thank you very much. And he takes it.
And I would open one of the bottles and refill Boris's shot. Say, "Thank you for your insight."
He, although he is a blind man, he reaches out and grabs the mug right where it is, takes a drink,
It's quite a bite.
Yes.
All right, you have a good evening.
That's
As you walk away, Omar says, "Wait," and he gives you a tray. If you don't mind taking this back to your table for me, and it's a tray of. There's 2 fresh baked loaves of bread. One has some curve to it, clearly like smothered in butter on the top. The other is a brown loaf of bread with sesame seeds sprinkled.
Sexy ass bread.
Sesame seeds sprinkled on the bottom.
Love bread.
Love
You
bread.
see, a rotisserie chicken that has been well seasoned and stuffed with some kind of mixture of grain and corn and wheat.
Zach is flirting with all of
Out
them.
of the way, Xander. This is it right here.
And then on the right side
It's
of the
flattering
bread,
right
you see 2 steaks that have been prepared and cut up, well seasoned with some
my
kind of
God.
like.
How much is this platter gonna set us
I was
back?
expecting like a cheese board.
Some kind of like
Whole chicken and 2 steaks.
like green,
A lot of
like
heavies.
green herbal,
Some heavies meal.
green
Good,
herbal like
wow.
gravy on it. And he says, that right there's gonna cost you $1.
I'll give it them too.
Well, a
We're
gold, like
staying
it's like
here
a gold is like.
forever.
If you think about it, like a gold is like a room for the night. Like a
That's
gold.
That's
is
why
like,
I said those potions were outrageous.
Yeah.
500 rooms?
Yeah.
So who gives
So
him a
yeah, I'll
gold?
give him 2.
Okay.
I'll give him 2.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And he takes it, and you take that back to your. And as you walk away, you hear him, Boris. That is not very nice. And he goes over and like talks to Boris. Yeah, there you go.
I have a question, Zach.
Yes.
You said that this place is very diverse.
Yes.
Spatially.
Mm-hmm.
What is the vibe of? I can't remember if you said it, but what's the vibe of like magic use?
There doesn't
Or do we
seem
have
so.
five?
And well, first of all, clarification on that first point. It's not necessarily like more diverse. There's just much less like weirdness about it. Like there seems to be no separation. There seems to be no
Okay.
like animosity.
No one being
There seems to be
judged for
yeah.
their
But the ratio is still relatively the same. As far as magic users, kind of the same answer. It's like there's not a lot just because there's not a lot of magic users, but you have seen a couple of people. Like there's a card game where there's some people like just doing like stupid tricks with one another, and people are kind of like laughing. And you've seen some like magic devices throughout the town, like as you've been walking, things that where certain businesses use magic items. Definitely seems to be pretty open and fine. No one seems to be hiding anything, but there's still that like Dariok was a big city, so you ran into it a little bit more often. But magic, you're just kind of reminded that like magic is not super common in this world.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
I mean, this place is pretty cool. It sucks that it's just, our pit stop on the way to... Are we getting up, like, first thing tomorrow to go to Woldriar?
Do we
so.
have to go right away?
Yeah, I think we kind of do.
I think
probably for
we
the
might need
best.
to.
But also that's what
Not
makes
a lot of
Runhouse so
extra
great.
time.
It's usually most people stop on the way to something, which means we get goods and services and people of all kinds and all kinds of cultures and types of things. It's nice.
I would live here forever. I would. I'd buy a house right now.
Perhaps we can come back.
Yes.
It's nice to be back.
Was it very much the
I'm
same when
fucking
you...
bored, you
Whoa!
guys. So
By the way, that man up there, I know he seems a little crazy, but even people who are eccentric like that can have insight. He said there are reports of the trolls acting more intelligent than they should, reports of witchcraft on the road. We should just be careful.
What's the difference between, like, sorcerer and a witch?
Good question.
Which
Well,
sounds more nefarious?
Well, you see,
Jesus,
Boris is literally right behind him.
Oh shit!
Honestly, it's legitimately kind of concerning. Like, none of you heard him, none of you saw him approach. He just kind of appears over Danny's shoulder. And he says, well, you see, sorcerers gain their magics from an innate ability within themselves, whereas witchcraft pulls on manifested powers of the arcane through pulling on power sources within oneself mainly, but within also other creatures and devices. They make magic from things that already have magic in them. Sorcerers
So like a druid.
are magic. I would never call a druid a witch. You might turn into an animal.
But
Like a squirrel.
but a witch is different than a wizard.
Yes, witches use stuff. Witches are between wizards and druids. Except
Aeliana's just taking tiny bites of bread, like tiny, just like a little piece of bread.
Emory's gone fucking nuts.
Yeah, Oliver's going crazy on this rotisserie chicken.
I would be wary of traveling south. You see, the roads are quite dangerous, and there's been rumors of witches on the roads, and they usually are purveyors of dark arts. And you see him kind of like... And he looks right at you, Danny.
What?
She carries her shears. She remembers you. If you have anything of magical need, or if you want to, sell any parts of creatures, I smell some manticore. You can maybe perhaps come to my shop, and I will pay you good money. My name is Boris. Goodbye.
Thank you, Boris.
And he just
Bye,
he kind of
Boris.
floats back and walks away. I'm really sorry about
Kind
that.
of like
Boris is he's honestly he's a teddy bear. He's been around a long time. He's kind of the town crazy guy. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm really sorry about that. I wouldn't put
I
too
like
much
it.
stock in
Yeah.
what he said. Sorry about that, Danny.
Danny, do you put a lot of stock into what he said? Does that mean anything to you?
I think it's weird that he couldn't actually. I still feel like I don't know what the fuck a witch is, like what the difference is,
I think
because it
I'm
sounds like it's a
sure that
pejorative
witches-
thing. Because it's like witches seems like it's attacking a woman who's powerful and shit.
Yes.
But like women can just be wizards. That's not a thing. So I'm just confused as to what the. I don't feel like I really learned a whole lot from that.
I'm talking
I'm
about
sure
the part
that
where you
the-
look into your soul.
Spooky. part,
yes,
yes.
that yes.
She is.
No idea.
Oh, come on, Danny, please.
Inside check.
Yeah.
Come on.
Danny, roll it.
Hold on.
I'm rolling quietly. And it's
11.
Aeliana's just tugging on your sleeve
Well.
a little bit, like, please.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
You know Danny's lying. All of you.
We've all shared things here, Danny. But if you don't want to, if you're uncomfortable, you don't have to.
Are we having a good
We're all
time?
entitled to
Oh, this
our
was like a
story.
fun night. We're not gonna just like.
I think we would love to hear if you ever care to share, but we are all entitled to our own story, are we not?
Right.
So, I'll put up my shot glass. Here's to a fun night out where nothing burns down and a safe journey tomorrow.
Yes. Here,
Here,
here.
here.
Cheers to that.
Should we play a game?
Is there usually any music or anything? Is there something to do?
Feel free to play music of your own.
Oh, I'm not much
Mm,
for
play
music.
music.
Well,
I have a.
I do dabble, and
Oh,
You play music?
I dabble.
well, show us.
Well, go on.
Well, okay. And he reaches into a bag that he has, and you've seen this a couple of times, but you're really seeing it right now in this moment. He like reaches further into the bag than he should, and he pulls out a lute, and he kind of starts tuning. Oh, it's just a gift. It's a bag of holding.
I didn't think those were real.
Very
yes,
nice.
it will hold anything you want. I've really not found a limit to it. It just has to fit in the bag.
Oh. Cool.
Let me see here. He's just kind of starting to tune. He's like, this feels a little douchey, but all right.
Anyway, this Wonderwall.
Anyway.
God, he's the guy with the acoustic guitar at the party.
Perfect.
Oh no!
That guy.
He's gonna roll a performance check.
Why are kids
Shout
in
out to
my
our
high
first
school?
name. He rolled a 4.
Oh no.
He is proficient in loot. Let's see what happens here. It's probably not going to be a great total.
He's just nervous.
He's a little nervy. That is
Can
a
I get-
total. Oh, that's a total of 7.
Can I give him a bardic too?
Sure. Yeah, you can give him
It's
a
gonna
bardic.
be great. This is so exciting. It's a 5.
A 5. Okay, so a total of
I
12.
rolled the d6 for him.
I would say he starts off a little rough, and it's a little like everybody's quiet while he's playing, and it's like a little awkward. And then he kind of gets into his groove a little bit, closes his eyes, stops really like worrying about what's going on, and then he tells a really nice tale via song. It's a story of loss and grief and acceptance and closure and moving forward, and finishes it on a very just like, oh, that was actually kind of nice. Like, that's the vibe that you get. Like, oh, that was nice. And he kind of stops. So, that was somebody else.
That was lovely.
That was really good.
I can see why you're a fighter, but that was not terrible.
Well, I appreciate your honesty.
Aeliana's like trying not to show that she's teary-eyed. Very good. Very good.
And then because of that, he kind of like starts his train, and like people like there's like another guy who literally like stands up on his table and gets the bar and kind of like a roaring like call and
drinking
response
song,
thing.
yes.
And the night continues on, and you fill your glasses with apple whiskey, and your stomach with very good food, like very good food. And we'll say like right now it's about, I don't know, probably 10 p.m. You've been here drinking for probably like hanging out for probably like 4 hours. And so you're well into the sauce, if you will. So yeah, what do you guys do in this like late night? Some patrons have left, some have come in. It's not as busy as when you first arrived, but it's still kind of hopping.
It's a Tuesday.
Dinner rush is over.
Yeah, the kitchen has closed.
man.
It is now drinks only.
They have any like small plates or it's like a snack menu or anything?
Peanuts.
Late night menu.
Yeah, late night menu.
Omar has
Late-night snacks.
Omar has taken off his vest, and he's just wearing a shirt with the sleeves rolled up, and people are just like a little bit more relaxed. Like Omar's clearly like a little drunk, like behind the bar,
Man.
the door opens up, and you see a large man enter. A bit of a beer belly on him, but clearly similar to Omar, was once a large muscular man. You immediately recognize him from his portrait. He has short blonde hair with a bit of a goatee mustache combo. this is Linus Torn, who must be Xander's father. You see that Linus and Xander kind of like make eye contact, and there's like a nod there, and then Linus goes up to the bar, and Xander's demeanor shifts ever so slightly to not as excited and happy.
Oliver will try to say quietly, but end up probably saying it pretty loud. Like, is that your dad?
You do see that Linus kind of like looks over at that, and then kind of like talks to Omar, and like clearly he's like talking about like who are you guys? And Xander nods his head. Yes, yeah, that's my paw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Weird
What?
energy.
That
Oh,
you look
well,
sad.
You know, no, it's fine. You know, it's nothing to
Don't do that.
bring down the evening for. You know.
Just don't look. She'll take his face and turn him away.
He just
Snaps his neck.
He,
No, just like a cheek, like just
no,
push
of course,
the cheek
yeah.
the other
Yeah.
way.
He kind of laughs and he says, "Yes, yeah."
Somewhere else.
He takes a big swig and fills up his glass with more apple whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I would say in the time of 4 hours, whoever wants to give it can give it. You can spread it amongst yourselves, but a total of 5 more gold probably would have been spent.
I got him.
Thanks,
Oliver.
Oliver.
Thanks,
to really
Oliver.
give yourselves a fun, good night. Yeah. What do you guys do?
I've been disassociating for like most of the night.
No, Danny. That old man had to ruin your night.
Oh, Danny boy.
I guess at a certain
Oliver
point,
drunkenly sings that.
At a certain point, Emory probably would have asked Danny to try his drink to see if it's good, because Emory just is an apple whiskey guy all the way. Really does not stray, but like is curious.
Love it.
Yeah.
I go up to Danny and be like, is that good? What is that?
Vodka and some flower. I think of lilac, maybe.
Can I take a sip? Is that okay? If not, it's cool.
No, yeah, sure.
Very sweet, but good.
Whoa. And this is what you like? This is...
I'm not that. I mean, I'm not really much of a drinker.
You okay?
Yeah.
Man, that really fucked you up, huh? The Boris shit.
I'm fine.
You're a bad liar.
Good to know.
So don't lie. What's up?
Don't ask.
Whoa, man, I'm just trying to... We're just trying to get to know you, man, and we care about you, you know?
Not
But it's
this.
cool. It's cool. If you don't want to tell us, it's cool. But
Yeah, and I don't.
But then, if you don't want to talk to us, then go somewhere and be a bummer over there. Don't just come hang out with us.
You got it.
No,
Get
no.
up,
I mean,
and I
come hang
head
out
to
with
my
us. I
room.
mean, come hang.
Wait, Danny, where are you going?
Oh fuck.
Danny!
Dance, please. Will you
Guys, I
dance with
fucked
me?
up. I fucked
You
up.
take another drink?
What
What
happened?
happened, Avery?
I fucked up. I made him mad, I think.
What'd you do?
I just told him he was being a bummer, so he should come hang out with us.
Oh, is Danny mad?
It's not good.
I think Boris fucked him up. And I said, tell me about it. And he
Boris.
said, I don't want to tell you about it. And I
He
said,
should
want
not
me
be
to go
talking
fight
to
him
anything.
for
He
him?
should not be talking to anything that Boris says. Boris is
I will
crazy.
go fight Boris right now if I have
No,
to.
don't fight. We need to
And
stand
Well,
up.
she
Fight
stands
Boris.
up and she's like,
No, don't.
"Go,
You've
go
been
fight."
beating up a man with dementia. Don't do that.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Let's
sorry.
go talk to Danny.
That's silly. All right.
I'm not going to
I'm gonna go talk to Danny.
Fuck it up.
Okay.
Tell him I love him. I mean, like.
Tell him I'll dance
Tell
with
him,
him if he wants to.
I'll dance with him as well.
All right.
Well,
God,
I'll
Danny.
dance with him if he comes back.
I mean, I like literally got up and like went to my room.
Yeah. Yeah, we can safely assume you guys got some rooms for the night.
How many golds are that? Is that?
It'd be a gold per
How
room.
many goes are
How many golds for your
I can
room?
pay for my own room.
Gold per room per
Yeah, me
night.
too.
And this is the, not there are a lot of travelers that come in and through out of here, but not in this season. Xander
told us that like he could get us rooms for free, right?
He did.
Did I make that up?
But not here.
Oh.
Yeah, I just paid
stay
him
here.
I think
I'm not walking home.
Xander was like implying that you could either he could maybe convince his Earl aunt to take you, or you could stay with his father.
I don't want
Boring.
to be a burden.
All right, yeah, I pay for
I'm
mine.
not going back. That guy's sus. That one dude's sus. He looks at me weird. I'm not going anywhere near there.
Mm-mm.
Hell no.
I would get another one of what Danny was drinking at the bar, and go up
It's
to his room
lilacs.
and knock on the door.
Okay.
That's the one. It's
We will cut back to you and Danny. For now, we stay back down in the main tavern. Xander says, I feel like he was very excited for a night out, and I'm very sorry that someone in the town made that.
fucked up.
It's not your
I
fault.
said I'll fight him if I
I'll fight him too.
He's an old
I'll fuck him
frail
up.
man. I don't
I
know
know.
if that's.
It'd be easy then.
Violent
Great.
tonight.
easy. We'll just go.
He did get in a fight with my father once.
Boris?
One.
Boris?
Mm-hmm.
Did he win?
Why?
What was he like
Well,
fighting?
because my father, one of the things that they saved the town from, Boris kind of created.
Oh,
It was
shit.
this like big creature made of ground and earth, and it was mean.
Boris can make that.
So
Is
what?
that-
He was mad that they did
Boris
take
is,
it down,
Boris is a wizard.
right?
He's very
Oh.
old, and he doesn't practice much often anymore, but he's quite powerful in his youth. And
Whoa.
honestly, to be completely for real with you,
Okay.
an old wizard with dementia is very dangerous, and sometimes it causes problems, but it's usually harmless.
Usually?
If it
Besides
does
when he's
cause
creating
harm, it's nothing
monsters.
ever irreversible.
Does your dad
about-
still do fix it?
Is it-
Fix it. Why my brain?
my father's a blacksmith.
Do the fix it.
You say
No, not like that.
I
like
do the fix it.
She points at the plaque.
Fixin'.
Fix
Oh, he's not. No, he's
the
not.
problem.
Oh no, he did. He did. Not anymore.
She's
My father, he kind of points over, and you see that one of his father's legs is wooden, and it's actually kind of like a wooden clockwork contraption. It's very well made. He walks
Pretty.
completely normally.
Blacksmith with a wooden leg.
It's light. You're not gonna have a metal leg. That's heavy.
it's much lighter.
Shut up, Oliver. You don't
I
know
have
anything about
principles.
legs.
And he says, ever since he got injured, it's a no-go.
You're gonna smack whoever's next to him.
No.
If I ever lose a limb or a finger or a leg, I want that. That's so cool.
Noted.
Well,
My dad could probably
Boris
do
I've written
made
it down.
Oh, perfect. I want one.
If
Just in
Aeliana
case.
loses a limb, she wants to
Just write it down. Yes, put it in the book.
I put it in the book.
It's in my will.
Oh, speaking of, be right back.
Okay, bye.
And I'm gonna go to the corner and pull out a piece of parchment and start writing a drunken letter.
Okay. So, Xander, Oliver, and Aeliana are left at the table alone. Oliver?
Yeah.
I feel like you have an issue with me.
I don't have an issue with you.
Oh, great. Good.
Why did you think that?
I don't know. I think maybe...
Was it because I snuck into your bag?
Yes. I think
I
that
told
has
him not
something to
to.
do with it.
I told him
She
not to
did
do
tell
it.
me not to.
I didn't
told
really...
him not to.
I didn't want to call. I didn't know if she knew, and I didn't want to make you look bad.
No, she knows
Oh, that's
pretty
nice.
much everything about me at this point.
Oh.
No, I was just pure curiosity.
Okay. Well, I'm an open book, and I know that I am a...
I know. Yeah, a werewolf.
I-
You just howled.
But I mean, quietly howled, and
That's funny.
people howl like, "Let's get drunk!" Oh! So some other guys like, "Oh!" He says,
Is that another?
No,
Is
but-
he also?
No, I don't think. I don't think so.
You've made him nervous.
I just I wanted to make sure because honestly I'm very much enjoying the order that I was with. They're intense, and you guys are just nicer. So I like traveling.
Aww. That's
The
sweet.
order who made those little doodads, right?
Excuse me. Yes.
Do you still belong to that order, or are you going back there? Plan on? Did you abscond from there? Are you wanted? Should we be looking out for people?
I'm not wanted, and that's kind of the thing. I'm not wanted.
Oh, that's sad. Wait, no, I don't like that.
You're not really supposed to leave the way that I did. You see, our new family becomes the pack. And the pack is what matters. But I left for my little brother. They don't like that.
That's
I would have done
dumb.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they make you cut off contact with like other people?
They don't make you, but you can't be a part of them if you don't.
So they do make you do it.
If you
If you
want to
want to,
be in,
right.
yeah.
I think it's a cult, my guy.
No. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yes.
They're really nice people, and they.
Right.
It's a community.
cults
It's
are.
a community.
Yeah.
It's a community that they take.
Is there
care of
like a
each other.
leader who has sex with like everybody in the group?
Ah, she throws a piece of bread at him. You can't just ask people that.
Definitely not everyone. No.
Okay, well, still a cult.
What? Oh. Oh dear.
I'm just, you may have, it might have been a good thing that you left.
Was I in a cult?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I was in a cult.
That's a good thing that it's in the past tense. That's the important part that you should be focusing on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, drink more, that'll help. Yeah.
Oh. You guys are great. Are you a cult? Do you all have sex with each other? I'm sorry.
No. Yeah.
He
Can't just ask
He's,
people that.
he stands up with his head in his
Brother, no,
hands.
can't just ask people that. No.
That is my. I have not been this drunk in a long time. That is my cue. So, good night.
Bye.
And he walks.
Walk
up the
safe.
stairs. Immediately runs into a chair. Ah! Continues
Did not heed my
upstairs.
advice.
And we will cut away from the two of you who are left down there for this moment as we cut back up to Danny. Danny, you don't have long, just a moment to yourself. You don't know this, but in the first moment that you enter your room alone, what do you do?
Take off my shoes, just start getting stuff together. Probably pop like 5 or 6 of my blueberries.
Yeah. I do think I want to canonically say they call them good berries.
Great.
I love that.
Yeah. And after you pop in about that 5th one, you hear a knock on your door.
What is it?
It's Rowina. Rowina, Emily. You've knocked on Danny's door.
I have your drink. Hi, I just thought you might want some company. If you don't, it's all right.
No, that's nice of you. I do not want company. I want to black out and just go to sleep. and then do whatever the fuck we need to do tomorrow.
Fair. Well, here, I need you the drink. You want it?
You can take it.
Okay. Look, I've got a lot of shit I don't want to talk about as well. But if you ever decide that you do, let me know. I'm happy to listen.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just...
No, I know.
If there's shit like I haven't told my parents about, I'm not gonna tell.
No, I get it. As far as I'm concerned, you are not obligated to tell anyone anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right. Have a good night.
I appreciate you doing this.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave and go back downstairs.
Okay. After she leaves, do you do anything in particular, Danny?
I think I look at the sending stone that I have for a while and contemplate sending something, but ultimately... No, I just think I go to bed.
Okay. Back downstairs. Aeliana and Oliver, you were rejoined by Rowina.
And he just wants to go to bed. Does anyone want this drink?
Sure. Oh no, Emory.
Just put it in the middle of the table.
You take it. You take it.
I'm back. Hi.
Hi. Where did you go?
I just had to write something down.
For your book?
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a
How's
lie.
that going?
That's not true. What is it?
Nothing.
Come on, please.
I was writing for my
Emory.
book. It's
All right,
going.
you tell something, and I'll tell something. Tell what it is.
Ooh.
What? Really?
Ooh.
What
Really,
is
really,
it?
really?
What's
For real?
Truth
Yes.
for a truth.
Okay. I went to the bank. That's also the post office.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a letter. And I was writing a letter back.
From who? Sorry.
You said you moo?
For who? From who?
Moo.
From who?
Okay, don't tell. Just shut
Omar
up
gets
about it.
mad.
Tell anyone. I won't tell anyone.
Who are we gonna tell?
I'll
Everybody I know
whisper.
is-
I'll whisper in Aeliana's ear while looking at Oliver, and I'll say, "It's from Nessa." Oh! Shut up about it.
There's
Shut up
some-
about
What
it.
did she say?
I can't
I
say
don't
it.
know.
She just said I can't say. He said I can't.
Secrets are no friends.
It's from
Well,
Nessa.
truth for
Okay, it's
truth.
from Nessa.
Oh,
Writing a letter to Nessa. It's fine. Doesn't
Oh my
mean
gosh.
anything. It just. She's
What
my
did
Is it a
friend.
love letter?
lovely.
No,
I love
no,
Nessa.
no.
Maria,
I like get
what
it
is
out
it
and I
though?
reread it, and I'm like, no, it's not a letter.
Okay. That'd be fun if it was though.
No, no. She says she doesn't hate me, but that doesn't mean it's a love letter.
Might as well be.
A step closer.
That sounds pretty good. Like pretty close.
You think?
Yeah.
You definitely can't hate someone if you love them.
Right.
That's true.
So true.
Do you think she?
Maybe it's a
loves me?
like letter. Maybe it's just like a
I
like
hope
letter.
so. Maybe. Oh.
But maybe it could grow into a love letter.
So like a
sometime.
box to check at the end of it.
Oh,
The one that she sent you.
No,
No.
it just says.
You should put it on yours, so then you're sure.
No. I don't.
Otherwise, how are we gonna know?
Well, I
How are we
don't.
going
How
to
are
know?
we gonna know?
Should I?
How are we going to
Wait.
know?
Hang on a minute. This is a very different letter. Than. And I already put
You
it
know-
in the envelope.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
Well,
then
yeah,
you just
that's
put
it.
it
You can
in
get a
the
new
next one.
envelope.
We'll put the
Yeah.
next one.
Let's
Yes.
see what happens.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yes.
say anything about it. I don't know. Read it. Aeliana, will you read it and tell me if it's good?
Sure. Yeah. What does
Okay.
it say?
Out
gonna-
loud.
what if you just? Yeah, we could
No.
always. Oh, okay. Oliver, should we start our own conversation?
I guess so. We're left out of
How are you doing?
Doing great.
No, don't be like that. I'll read it out loud if I must.
Well, Okay.
I guess it's up to Emory.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't read it out loud. I feel.
Okay, why don't we
weird.
just read it tomorrow? We're all very not ourselves. We'll read it
Okay.
tomorrow.
Well,
Some say we're our truest.
I already sent it to you on Discord, so.
Okay, well then I already opened it. My bad. Whoops. Here, we'll read it out loud.
She's like,
Dear
oh yeah, let's
Nessa,
read it tomorrow.
we are at a tavern called the Barley Fields right
Oh,
now,
God.
and the apple whiskey is made with green apple, and it's tart, and it's much better than Danrek. Please don't tell anyone. But I did get your letter, and I was gonna wait till the morning to write you back, but I couldn't wait. That's really good. That's really good.
Yes.
It shows that you like her a lot.
Mhm.
So many times since we've been traveling, I've had the urge to write you. Really?
This is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
So many times. Oh! Just the
Was
most
it
mundane
stupid?
parts of our journey. No, that's so sweet. I'm going
That's
to cry.
so nice.
We met a
I
man
would love
named
to receive
Xander
this letter.
who practices lycanthropy, and it's fucking amazing. And a fortune teller told me to keep an eye out, and we fought manticores and ran horrors really pretty. Maybe when I come back to Danrek, we can blend.
That's a love letter.
That's
I
really good.
mean,
Is it
wait,
level
what did
To go.
I want to know what her letter said first?
Yes.
Oh, I like get it out really fast. It's right. Should I read it to you too?
Yes.
I don't-
Yes.
Are we doing this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
now.
Okay. Okay. It says. Well. Okay.
I wish Danny were here.
I know.
I
I
tried.
think he's asleep though.
I
If I
fucked
tried to
up.
wake him, he'd be upset.
I think we just need to let people say they don't want to talk about things.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's. I'm sorry.
So let's take that. Do you
Yes,
want
the
to
letter.
read this letter out loud, Emory?
I don't know. I
Yes.
feel crazy.
Well, I
We
have
need to be
my
better
letter.
about respecting people's boundaries.
Yes.
Anyway, back to the secret letter that you just
Do
got.
you want to read it now?
Do you feel
Um,
better that we read your letter out loud, or do you feel worse?
I don't know. I kind of feel better.
Okay.
All
then.
right.
It was a very good list. You did very.
It was great. No notes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to hear my secrets instead, so that's balanced?
Yeah.
Danny said that Xander likes me, and I don't think it's true.
Oh,
But maybe it
Xander's
is.
here. I
No,
look
he
at
left.
Xander.
He walked
Oh,
away.
he
No,
left?
Xander did leave. Xander should.
Oh, good.
He left.
Okay, good. Never mind.
I would literally never. Even drunk, I would
You
never.
I
think
thought the same
Xander
thing, and I
won't-
was like, "That's
No, he
bold."
left. I
You
clearly
think
He left,
Xander
he left,
likes
he
you?
left.
You think he
Yeah,
likes
that's what
you?
Dan. No, Danny said that.
But you
Do
don't
you
think
like
it's true?
Xander?
I don't know.
Do you like Xander?
I like all.
Do you
I
like
everyone.
Xander?
No, what? Like, why are you saying it like that?
What? Do you like Xander?
I'm just curious.
I like
because
him,
It
yes.
feels crazy. You
I
like
like him. I like you. I like all of you and him.
All
But
right,
do you,
that's fair.
but do you,
Everyone.
but do you feel like you want to tell him things when
Like
you said
what?
they happen? Like, I don't know. Like, immediately I was like, I have to tell Nessa about these manicores because we always would run around and tell each other the shit that we got up to.
When he walked away, did you wish he was still here?
I mean,
Do you get like a weird feeling in your gut when you think about him?
Watch this.
So-
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna walk away and tell me how you
okay.
feel. Okay, and I get up and I like walk over
Bye,
and
Emory.
like hide behind the bar.
Bye. Okay.
What you doing there?
We're doing. We're seeing if she likes someone.
Oh, so you walked away to see how she felt about you?
Yes.
Look at that.
What does she look like right now?
I feel
Does she-
fine. If that's
Okay.
the question.
then I'm-
Looks completely
How-
unaffected. I'm so sorry to tell you.
No, that's okay.
How did you
It's
feel?
not me,
How did you
bitch.
feel when
Oh.
Xander walked away? Hey, pretend
not too
that I'm
different than
Xander.
that.
And I'm
No,
trying
but-
to walk away. I'd rather walk-
We all are just.
Oh, it's
Well,
you. It's you.
I mean, he's around
sorry,
a lot,
sorry.
so I don't
No.
need to tell him things. He's there for them, so that's not really a good question to ask, right?
My turn.
Yeah. Yay!
All right.
It's yours.
What
Did
happens when I walk closer?
Oh, what?
He doesn't do it. I'm just kidding. That doesn't
I don't think this is helping, guys.
That
I
doesn't
really
help.
don't. I appreciate all of the
Okay.
help, but I don't think
All
so.
right.
How am I supposed to know?
Well, just keep an eye out, maybe.
Yeah.
For what?
Think about it.
Or a heart.
He leaves? Am I
Oh,
supposed to be
comes back.
sad?
Did you miss me?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
Feel
like
how
a,
you feel.
It's just like a ping, like a
You'll know.
like a zip in your
Like
little
a-
heart.
Hey.
Oh no.
Okay.
Anyway, this letter from Nessa.
That's So.
Would you like to read it?
Sure, here's what it says. Oh, hang on, let me find it again. Okay, here's what it says. It says, this will probably beat you to Reinhar. What is it, Ronhar?
Wrong.
If you make it. If you make it. Fuck, I'm gonna make it. Of course I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, why did she say that?
I know the roads can be
She's
dangerous,
worried.
and you're such a city person. So she started by being kind of mean to me.
No,
But I
she's
know
No,
you
I
can
think
handle
she's
yourself.
worried
And
about
now
you.
worried
she's-
about you. He's right.
She's worried about.
She
Oh,
cares.
okay. A lot has changed already in the city. It feels less dangerous, which is actually kind of nice. The king and his whole entourage left, but the prince seems to be keeping under control. Rowina isn't really leading the ravens anymore. Alistair, blah blah blah. Focus on the city. She seems distant. Blah. Alistair does too, but he and TK, having TK has helped him. TK kind of helps fill the Emory-sized hole. But for him, for Alistair, not really for me. That's what she said. She said
That means there's still a
Oh.
hole that it needs to be
still-
filled.
You are the
Wink it,
hole.
Emory.
What?
Oh,
That's all
Was
we
it sprayed
need. I
with
mean, that
perfume
says it
already?
all.
That's it. That's it. Oh yeah, what does it smell like?
Sealed with a
Ooh, yeah,
kiss,
smell it.
Does it
perhaps?
smell good?
what does it
Smell
smell
it.
like? Does it smell like
Um,
anything?
bird shit.
Oh, because of the hawks.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Yeah, it doesn't. She
Yeah.
doesn't. She wasn't really like a.
Do you read the rest of the letter?
I don't know. Does people keep wanting me to keep going?
Yes, sure.
If you want to.
Most interesting thing that's happened all night.
Okay, so this is where it gets crazy, you guys. She says, I really do hope you're okay, and I hope I get to see you again. I thought it was kind of obvious that I didn't really hate you, but I guess maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, let me know if you got this, if you want.
Are you blind? Are you?
Aeliana doing that thing where she hits the person, whoever's next to her. It's just like, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
It's just
such
an empty chair.
idiot.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
just
that.
empty.
I'm such an idiot.
Oh my god.
No.
No.
No,
Take
your
another
response
shot.
is so perfect.
Wow, this is so
Yeah,
exciting.
you nailed it.
You should go send
But
it
it's
right
not
now.
like. But it's not like it's.
It says it
I
without
don't
saying
think
it,
the
though.
bank is open.
I
But
guess that's a good
it's
point.
not-
We should
it's
send it
not,
first
like,
thing in the morning.
obvious,
Take it
right?
tomorrow.
It's not like I'm not like
Take it
crazy
tomorrow.
about like I don't.
I think
No.
it's obvious. Okay, it's obvious.
I mean, I think it's perfect.
pretty
I think it's
obvious.
obvious enough.
Yes.
in a good way. Yes, it's
Yeah.
obvious in
Yeah.
a good way.
Very good way. Yes.
It seems like one of you needed to make a bit of a move, and you made a bit of a move.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Don't look so
Oh,
glum.
why oh no?
This is really exciting.
I like Nessa, and I was with her for like 6 years, and I never even fucking said anything.
We know.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
We can go back. We'll cancel everything.
When we
can
go back,
right
I
now.
gotta see her.
Oh well.
I
What
think
do
the
you
longer
mean?
you're gone, the more she'll miss you.
You don't think this is the most important thing?
This is a question
No.
from. Real quick,
Oh.
this is a question from Zach to Angie.
Oh boy.
There was a sentence in that letter that you didn't say, and the only reason I'm asking is because I'm wondering because that is some like party info that might be useful. But if you kept it out because you're
Cool.
Angie, that makes sense.
I mean, Emory is telling the parts of the letter.
Okay, that's what I thought. I
is
wanted to make
interested
sure.
in.
I wanted to make
Oh.
sure that
You sneak.
you
Oh,
kept it out on
God.
purpose and that it wasn't a brain fart. That's
No.
that's all I was.
No, Emory is following the interest of the party.
Yes, 100%.
Wow.
So anyway,
interesting.
continue the conversation as you were.
Ah. Wow.
Okay, well, thanks,
Congratulations,
guys. That
Em.
was great. That was fun. I feel.
This
feels
is
silly.
exciting.
I feel like you've grown a lot last couple months,
Mm-hmm.
and it's nice to see.
Oh, that's really sweet.
That's fine.
Sorry. It's just I'm happy. I'm just.
For like a split second, there's a moment where like all of the like parental like shit that Emory has never gotten in his entire life, like hearing Oliver say that he is like proud of me,
Yeah.
I like have a dad moment where I'm like, is Oliver my dad? I don't say that out loud. That's what's happening inside. So I just like look at Oliver like,
Want to play catch?
Yeah.
teach me to
I
sword
don't-
fight.
Maybe since we have a day of potentially fighting trolls on the road tomorrow, we should think about
I don't
bed.
want to go. I want to stay here forever. It's so pretty. It
Yeah.
smells
We could come
nice.
back.
It's really nice.
If I could stay in this
know.
moment for the rest of my life, that would be so.
All right, sure. Let's
Yes.
just try.
I love you
Yes.
guys.
I love you too. Yes.
I wish
It's
Danny
very
was
nice.
here.
Me too.
I gotta write him a little apology, and I'll like.
Danny! You just yell, Danny.
Danny unfortunately took 5 edibles.
Danny does not come downstairs.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I should probably go to bed.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.
Night. On the
Go
way
upstairs?
upstairs, I would slip a little note under Danny's door if I knew which door his was,
Yeah, sure.
and say, "I'm sorry, I won't ask again."
Okay.
E.
He's gonna think it's from Xander's horse, Big E.
Yeah. Easy mistake.
Danny's
Wow.
A
definitely
horse
gonna
wrote this letter.
think
Look at that horse.
It's
Look
great
at that horse.
penmanship.
Look at that horse.
God damn
I
it.
was unmuting to say the same thing.
All right. Well, sleep eventually finds all of you. And you wake up the next day.
I was like, what?
End of campaign.
I thought you froze.
You wake up the next day. It is morning time in Ronhar. Let's who would be some of the first people up?
Probably me.
I'm
'cause I
usually up
didn't
pretty
get
early.
Oh, well,
wasted
yeah.
last
Oh
night.
yeah.
Okay,
Oliver wakes
so
up pretty early too.
Oliver, Danny, Rowina, you guys all wake up kind of early. Do you just like go downstairs and start having breakfast?
Probably would have gone for. I probably would have gone for a run and then like getting back in around the time that they're probably having breakfast.
Okay. Noted. Oliver and Rowena, you guys come down, start to have breakfast. You also
With a
find
glass of raw eggs.
yeah, okay. Danny, you do also find Emery's note. And Aeliana, Emory, what do you guys do?
I sleep in very long. And then I
Okay.
get up and I feel like death.
Yeah, do we have a time that
And then
we were trying to...
No, you never said anything.
Early.
Like she comes down with like a blanket around her shoulders, and her hair is like all messy, and she just looks like death. She sits down next to everyone else, and just like, I'm never drinking again.
Drink this.
What is that?
It's raw eggs.
Ew,
Ew.
what?
It'll make you
No,
feel better.
No,
Have this, and I'll get some of
can't be worse than this.
my tea that is Linda's recipe out. It's very like restorative.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you know?
she used to use it for
How are you
hangovers.
doing that? Ugh.
Xander walks out from like the
Oh,
kitchen
the
area.
tea she'll take.
Behind the bar. Xander walks out of like the kitchen area. And he's looks normal except he's wearing these like spectacles with obsidian lenses. And he's carrying a cup of coffee. Good morning.
Good morning.
He sits down.
Morning.
Oh, I
Would
forgot.
you like some raw eggs?
Yes, please.
Ew, what is it? This is horrifying.
No.
Protein.
She'll take the tea given to Rowena, just like
It's very it helps honestly.
You'll get there.
The 5 of you start to have
Tea.
breakfast and kind of convene for the morning. Danny, as you are running, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Spaghetti.
17.
17. You're running. You're thinking. What's going through Danny's mind as you're running?
Oh wait, I get advantage on perception checks. I forgot. 17.
17. What's on Danny's mind as you're running throughout the streets of Ronhar?
Trying to like. I'm both overanalyzing and trying to like repress what Boris told me.
Yeah.
Did he say specifically? And this is me. I'm trying to remember. Zach, did he say that the person was like around this area that we were going to be traveling to?
All he said was, and this is almost word for word, but a little paraphrasing. She is still carrying her shears. She remembers you.
Oh, okay. She's not on the road. Okay, that's fine.
As you are running with that 17 perception check, you're running, you're thinking about this, your mind's kind of wandering. You are running and you just happen to like glance down an alleyway that you're passing, and down that alleyway in the darkness you see a tall, lanky, thin figure in a long green cloak. Can't really see their face, but out to the side, long spindly fingers holding these pairs of black shears that you just see very quickly as you're like running. And I mean, I'm gonna make a bit of a character decision for you here and just say you just like stop for a second. What do you do?
Go back.
You go back. You don't see anything.
Go into the wherever that place was.
You go into the alleyway. You find a cloak on the ground. A long green cloak. And it's wet. As if it's been raining. You smell rain as you pick it up.
Hey, it's cool. It's fine. That's normal.
You hear, as if standing directly behind you, a voice saying, "Did you forget about me?" And you turn, and there's nothing there, and you focus on your hands, and the cloak is not in your hands anymore.
Oh.
But your hand is twitching and shaking. And you feel yourself panicking. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
So stupid monks aren't proficient in wisdom saving throws.
I agree, yeah.
Why strength? Why am I proficient in strength saving throws? It makes no goddamn sense. That's a natural one.
It's a natural one. In this moment, Danny, you
For a total of 6.
You suffer a point of exhaustion.
Oh, awesome.
And you look up and you see the figure standing there 5 feet from you, about a foot taller than you, long green cloak, and it's raining now in this alleyway. You're soaked in rain. You hear thunder crashing overhead. The figure looks up, face still obscured. You just see the smallest bit of chin into throat, of like a green-gray skin. As the figure looks up, shears out to the side, you're completely frozen. There's nothing you can do.
Can I say anything?
You try to speak. In this one moment, nothing comes out. They snip the shears, and as they do, lightning crashes above. And although you don't see the figure's mouth move, you hear the voice again, as if she was whispering right in your ear. You hear the voice say, "I remember you. I have what's yours. But I want more!" And you kind of blink and wake and shake out of existence, and you're just standing in the middle of the alleyway. It's a bright morning. Nothing's around you.
I think I like go a little bit and like stagger a little bit further into the alley and just kind of start to sob.
Okay. Yeah.
And then pull myself together, and then I think I just kind of like shake myself. That'll just like breeze past to make me look a little more fresh.
Yeah.
And then head back.
You enter as all of your friends are eating some breakfast.
Hey!
Morning.
Hi, Danny.
Morning, Daddy.
Good morning.
Hi.
You all alive?
Barely.
Hanging in
Yeah.
there.
Most part.
This is why
They
dark
just
liquor
ate
sucks.
Yeah. That's...
Yeah, I forgot actually that does work.
Is this a guy thing? I really don't understand.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Do you want to try it? It'll make you feel better.
No, do you want to try my tea?
Yeah, I'll take anything that'll help.
Some tea for sure. And
I'll
Numbers
ask
game. You
the
just gotta throw
bartender
everything you have in.
I'll ask the bartender for some like mugs of hot
please,
water.
ma'am, listen, I'm so sorry, but you please not yell at me. What
Oh.
do you need?
Just
Wait,
some,
Omar?
Yeah.
some mugs of hot water, please.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thing.
So
A
funny.
rough night for all.
Oh.
He says, man, Linus is, oh boy. Never felt like I was young again. I'm not, though. I'm 55
Take-
years old.
I'll take out a little bit of my tea and give it to. If you'd like to, it's my mother's recipe. It helps with a hangover quite a bit.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it. So, I'm sorry. You're out of town. I just call people sweetheart. I hope
Oh,
that
no,
didn't
that's
fa-
all right.
That didn't hurt your feelings or nothing.
Nope, that's all right. No problem.
Okay. Because I can call you a sour bitch if you want me to.
That would also be fine. Thank you.
Oh, no, I would never.
Everybody from my.
Oh my god.
And you walk back to your friends.
Well, take all the mugs of hot water, make everybody some tea.
Mm. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah.
I mean, better than eggs? Yes. We'll see if it's more effective. I've already had 2 glasses of raw eggs, so I may want to.
Oh, you had, okay, that's
pretty
Oliver,
excessive.
what is
That's
wrong
one.
with you? That's a horrible. Oh god.
Xander says, right, is there anything else that you want to do in town before we head out for the day? I know you had some stuff to sell, maybe.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to go to Boris, don't we?
Do you not want to go, Danny?
Huh? What?
To Boris? We
We need
could
to sell
go
the
without you.
parts.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, we can do that.
You sure?
Yeah.
We missed you last night.
Well, I mean, y'all were getting pretty. I mean, even by my standards, pretty fucked up.
Uh-huh.
I'm also just not a big drinker. Like,
Bird.
More of an herbal man.
yeah. This feeling
Well,
and this morning feeling, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's
Plus, dark
Go.
liquor too much, and it starts to age you.
Oh.
Yeah, it ages your voice. You
Oliver
look,
will like
you look a little bit older.
My father will definitely buy the other things that you are wanting to sell. The scimitar, the armors. He'd be the best person to sell those to.
Great.
great.
If he was here last night, maybe we could give him some tea too.
Oh yes, I will need to get some more ingredients for it. I've got some more left, but
I
I
know.
need rations.
Well, yeah, that's what I was
that
just
as
about
well.
to say. Is my aunt will have those waiting at our horses for us. Rations for the
Lovely.
travel has been taken care of.
Why are we leaving this place? All
I
right,
don't
yes.
want to. I really don't. Oh. Sorry.
It's almost as if
Eggs.
Dariok was
No.
so mean to you, and the universe wanted you to have a better experience.
Yeah. Almost.
Oh,
Oliver will
nice.
like stick his head outside. Like, is anything on fire? Anything?
This is kind of wild.
Well, like, kind of cheery guy walks by. Hi.
Hey,
Just keeps
morning.
fucking on.
I- I'm coming back someday. I have to. It's so beautiful.
It'd be great if you did. All of you. It'd be great if all of you did.
Yeah.
All of
Maybe
you or
someday.
Oliver?
He puts up a hand for a high five. Nice.
That's amazing.
Wonderful. Well, my father's
We get going.
establishment would be first.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
You not want to go see your father? We could go without you. If it's
Oh, it's
awkward.
best if I go. It's fine. Thank you. I
We'll
appreciate
get better prices.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yes. You should come then.
Yes.
Oliver.
You head on over to you enter the city. Emory, you walk outside. Not only is it kind of like a bright sunny day, but like you're used to straight up London weather, and this is like just very antithesis of that. I mean, it's still chilly, but it's very bright. So not only like are the drinks really doing you in from the night before, but also just so you like doubly so walk outside and are like practically want to hiss at the sun.
Oh,
no.
I put my little sunglasses on, and I pull my like hood up and just kind of like.
Xander looks over at you and he kind of like clicks on his glasses and he's like, "It's a good move." Yeah. And you head on over to Horseshoe Anvil, which is the name of the blacksmith in town.
Is this on the way to the bank, or like
Yes.
is the bank on the way?
Yes.
Can I just like scuttle in real quick, look at Oliver, Rowina, and Aeliana, hold up the letter, and like go in and.
All right, yeah, it'll be if you want to use the hawk service, it'll be a gold.
Aeliana would fill Danny in a little bit on it as Emory's sending the letter and just be like, we're pretty convinced that Nessa likes them, so...
Yeah, no shit.
Okay,
Oh,
guys.
come on, yeah, but it's like on a letter, it's like in written
This is
proof.
big.
It's really, really sweet.
Took a lot for Emory to share that with us.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just be like, thumbs up.
Supportive.
I've been trying. I've been trying to be like, hey, you're in your 20s. You need to
Fuck around.
not so much fuck around, but like,
Go for it.
yeah.
Yes. No, keep that up. That's good. They need the push.
It's like what I asked yesterday. I feel like I'm the only one that fucks.
Maybe.
Why I have to be so
I
crass?
know about. I just.
Okay. I feel like I'm the only one that has open intentions with wanting to spend time with another person. Is that better? Is that more?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you know everyone's intentions, but
Right.
sure.
That's fair.
I did it.
Oh look, there's Emory.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Emory!
I did it, you guys. I did it.
Oh, I'm
Great,
so proud of you.
wonderful.
Let's go. Let's get away far from here.
Great. Yeah.
You
Carry
you head to Horseshoe Anvil. Linus Thorne is in the shop, currently mending a horseshoe, and he kind of looks over. Oh, well, hi, son, and he kind of like goes over, and there's like a very awkward like. They both go for a handshake, and then it ends up kind of being a hug situation. And then it ends with a pat.
Very nice to meet you. Just so far.
Very nice to meet you. My
Very
name's
nice to meet you.
Linus Thorne. Pleasure.
How's the forge? What's the is it good forge?
It's
What's,
actually
like, leverage put on?
it's a pretty good setup. I would say if Oliver was at his most critical, and he was rating this 1 through 10, he'd give it a 7.5. 7.5. So you're impressed. It's not the best you've ever seen, but this
in a small town.
Yeah, exactly. In a small town, you would definitely call this respectable. Maybe leaning a little bit closer to just a 7, just because you can tell that like the vast majority of what he does is horseshoe work. Like there are so many horses in Ronhar, and that is the vast majority of what he does. So you do see like he's great at that, and there's a bit of a deficit in other things, but not enough to make them of poor quality by any means.
Very nice forge you have here.
Oh.
I'm a bit of a smith myself.
Oh, I can tell. Is that handmade just there, what you're wearing?
It is indeed.
Well done. Better than anything that I could do here. I hope you're not looking for...
Oh,
set of
I'm
armor.
not.
Oh, good. But for the rest of you, I'm sure my work will be just fine. Sorry. What can I do for you?
Selling stuff.
Yes, we were hoping to sell.
Yes, and just once again, these are my friends, the concerned citizens. They helped save my life on the road, and you can see Xander kind of like pointedly says that. He's like, right. What have you got? What are you looking to sell?
Are we selling all the stuff?
Anything that people don't want. I mean, yeah.
I
I
kept
don't
a
need any of
scimitar.
Just give me the list.
So that's what, 2 scimitars? Are we selling
Scimitars.
all 3 leather armors?
I
Yeah.
don't
So-
need it.
And then, did someone take the crossbow? Any other crossbow?
I took a crossbow, but not all. I think there were 2 crossbows, correct?
There were 3. There was 3 for each of them.
So 2
I
crossbows,
already
2
have one.
scimitars sell. We kept
3
one crossbow and we
leather
kept
armors.
one. Yep. So 2 of each of the weaponry
2,
and
2,
then
and
3. Mhm.
Okay, so.
Oh,
Excuse
I
me.
kept a crossbow. Sorry.
So
I
only
just-
one crossbow.
The wrong
1, 2,
crossbow,
3.
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, I did write that down.
So 3 leather armors.
Yep. 2
2
scimitars
scimitar, 1 crossbow.
and 1 crossbow.
2 scimitar, 1 crossbow. Okay. So.
And it's banded leather armor, so it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And selling stuff back, you always get less than.
right.
Probably not great.
So I
quality
would
stuff,
say
obviously.
he gives you a total of 60 gold for all of that.
Okay.
That seemed like
Should we
a
start
fair
a
price.
party fund?
If you were to buy this stuff, it would be $30 for the leather armor, 25 for the scimitar, 25 for the light crossbow, for a total of 80. So he's selling it back.
60's not
That's not that
That's a
bad.
good price.
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could either keep splitting everything evenly, or we can do a party fund. Whatever you guys want.
I could hold on to a party fund.
Sure.
Do it.
I'm fine with that.
Party fun.
Maybe for our little, like when we sell stuff, it can go to the party fund, and if it's like reward money, we split it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Father.
The thing I'm saving up for is armor.
And Linus he says, well, if you are looking for armor, you actually are heading to the right place. Waldriar might have its issues, but it has one of the best blacksmiths that I know.
Do you have a name?
Yes, Gregor is his first name. Hardroot is his last.
Thank you.
Yes, he's a gnomish fellow. Quite good.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Yes, of course. Tell him Linus sent you.
I will. Any other message you want to send to him?
Fuck off.
Will do.
Don't worry, that won't get you into any trouble. And
He'll know what it means.
there's a moment where he gets a little bit more serious, and he says, Xander tells me you're going to help him search for William.
Yes.
Good luck.
We'll do our best.
And he kind of looks at Xander. Xander looks down on the ground. And then... Okay, well, I suppose we should be on our way.
Do either of you... Go ahead, Aeliana, please.
I was just going to ask if it's not too much of an intrusion. Does he have a room here? Any belongings or anything?
I was going to ask the same question.
Ah! Great minds. Just to see. If it's too much of an intrusion, I completely understand.
What would you need it for?
There's
Take a look at certain items and see if there's any trace of anything on them.
there's also certain magic that can be used to help find people.
He looks over at Xander. You know where it is. Xander kind of nods and he looks into the two of you and kind of gestures for you to follow. Do the other three of you stay back? Or do you...
No, I would go.
I would follow.
Okay. So just everybody kind of goes. Emory, do you go or do you stay there with Lioness? Emory goes. So you head
Sorry,
up
I
to
was
the.
looking
You're
at
good.
my-
You're 100% good. You were not
I do
involved in
go.
that scene. So yeah, you all head up to the room. Xander kind of like gets you to the doorway and then like leans up against the wall outside the doorway and he's like, it's in there. Like he doesn't want to go in.
We won't mess with it. It'll look exactly the same as when we left.
I trust you.
Very, very fast.
I trust you.
Okay.
And
I take my hammer and I
you open the door.
I knew you had a problem with me.
You open the door and what are you looking for?
I can't detect magic.
Okay, detect
shit.
magic. How does it look when Aeliana casts
That's a great question.
detect magic?
I think. Ooh, hold on. I haven't had an idea for a second. I'm gonna roll for something. Choose evens or odds, Zach.
Evens.
Okay, so not yet. But so
Oh, no.
no, that's okay. It's okay. So she will focus and kind of almost. I think how it works for her is she'll hold her hands out like in front of her, palms up, and like from the like lines in her hands, it starts to like lift, like almost these kind of black tenderly swirls will lift from her hands and then just sort of like dissipate quickly across the room, and then that would potentially like, I don't know, ping or highlight or whatever it looks like.
Yeah.
From there, faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic, if any.
Perfect. So you, first of all, this room is disheveled and a little torn apart. It seems as if it has not been touched or moved since whatever occurred. It does seem like he was probably kidnapped from this room.
Oh gosh.
And you roll an Arcana check at advantage for me
Okay.
with Detect Magic up.
Thank God. That is a 16.
16. So, you know, there's no active magic items in here. But, you know, I think for flavor, it's kind of cool to see if there's like, if you're able to glean if there's any like remnants of stuff.
Like what kind of magic he would use? So
Yeah.
like we see it, it could be.
So you notice some. When you cast Detect Magic, you notice the very faintest outline of some footsteps on the ground that aren't there otherwise, that clearly give off illusion magic. As if maybe someone were invisible, making their way through this room, and that was the remnant of that. You also see some black scarring on one of the nearby walls that's very faint, and you kind of go up and you touch it, and the tendrils kind of reach out and like seem to like kind of spread over it and investigate it, and it gives off conjuration magic vibes. The way the scarring is, it looks as if someone teleported by some means through the wall in this location. It's kind of a remnant of maybe a misty step or even a dimension door, perhaps.
This person would have been pretty powerful then. If that was the case, like Dimension Door is not alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be misty step, like I said.
Misty Step would have been.
But with 16, that's what I'll give you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Oliver, are you looking for anything in particular item-wise?
No, just something that might look of any importance or something to help maybe track him down.
You find a wooden practice sword that is a little bit small, clearly like covered in dents on either side. And it has a handle on it that's like basically just purple cloth wrapped around the pommel of the wooden sword. And other than that, there's some child-sized clothing, and
Oh, so he was like a kiddo, like
yeah,
a
he
little...
seems to.
Oh no!
I would say from the size of the clothes, you would say probably about 12.
It'd be weird if I carried around children's clothes, so I'll take the sword.
Yeah.
Can I see if there's like a journal of any sort around?
You don't find a journal. You do find in the nightstand, you open up the drawer, you find several pieces of parchment that are like pictures that he's drawn or colored, and there's like words on some of them, but there is no real journal. You find a picture of what you assume to be Xander. He's got like the long blonde hair, the beard. He has 2 hand axes. It's like a stick figure, and it's fighting a bunch of what look like skeletons. And it says Xandar the Monster Hunter. Yeah, it does say, it says Xandar. He doesn't like it's.
I just spelled wrong.
Yeah. And you find one of him and Xander and his dad, and they all look kind of sad. And then there's like an angel at the top that's looking down that he calls mom.
No!
And a couple more drawings like that.
I'm trying to decide whether to take that drawing and give it to Xander. Is that too heartbreaking? I'm gonna take it.
Come in the room, so
if I lost my brother, I'd like to have that drawing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that drawing.
Okay. As you take the drawing, you like grab it and flip it over, and on the back, you see the symbol of the sect of the Abyss, roughly drawn by this same hand, the child.
Can I look at the back of the other drawings?
Yeah, there's nothing on the back of the other drawings, just on this one.
I think I found something.
Yeah.
why would that be on there?
I just grabbed this picture to give to Xander.
Oh, is there, I mean, it looks like a kid drew it, right?
Yeah.
We would have seen this before being taken.
Well,
Did you draw it on this picture in particular?
either, hey, this is just me throwing stuff out there. Either he's leaving a clue, being like, hey, here's what's going on, or maybe they convinced him to go with them.
It seems like there was a struggle here.
Maybe he had just seen it. Maybe we should ask Xander.
Yeah.
I'll go outside the room where Xander is.
She has what she needs.
I do think that we found something. I grabbed this drawing because I thought you might want it, but look on the back, and I'll hand it to him like with the picture side up so that he can see the picture first.
He looks at the picture and definitely immediately gets emotional. And in an effort to kind of like push that aside, flips it over. Why would he have seen this? Why is this?
I don't know.
Thank you for showing me that.
Did he have any new friends in his life?
Not that I am aware of. I wasn't around much, though, recently, so...
When's the last time you were here?
Five days ago? He was just a boy.
Well, I guess we'll have to find him and ask him, huh?
Yeah.
Well, time is of the essence. Should we move forward?
Let's go ahead and move outside. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Stop at Boris's and then skedaddle.
Get out of here.
Zach, can I roll an insight check at if Xander's hesitation is out of sadness, or that he has some theory or something that he knows maybe what happened?
Roll an insight check.
That is only a 10.
It's not a sadness. And he does seem to be contemplating something. That is what I will give you on a 10.
Cool. I will clock that.
Okay.
Did Xander ever tell us what the name of his group was?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just that it's an order in the mountains north of Savonia.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're not an adventuring
Right.
party.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
All right, to Boris's.
Yep.
Boris, you all begin to leave. As you leave, Linus says, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes.
Think so.
We'll find him.
Do you happen to know if he maybe had any newer friends?
No, he mainly kept to himself.
Any imaginary friends?
No.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
With the
That is a good
invisible
question.
person, that would be wild.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Good. See
We
Xander
go to Boris's.
stops and looks at his father for a second. And then walks out with all of you. And you go making your way to Boris's. You make your way across town. And Kelsey, roll a
Death saving. throw.
intelligence check with a proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Oh boy.
17.
Roll.
The footsteps that you remember seeing, they weren't clearly outlined.
Right.
But as you think about it more, and as you're walking, they were small footsteps.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Well, we know he was a magic user, because if he was abducted, he would have been a magic user, so that would have been his own.
And then you
How
think
big
about
was Xander's feet?
Invisibility's not a low level spell.
I mean, regular invisibility is a pretty. I think that's what, second level, but
Okay.
greater
Still, this is a
invisibility.
12
Regular
Oh, no,
invisibility.
yeah, for
regular
sure.
invisibility is first level, but still, yeah,
Oh,
no, it's,
okay.
it's something that's weird. It's strange.
It's very weird. I feel
For
like she'll
sure.
be kind of at the back of the group, just like,
And then you think about the scorch mark
yeah.
on the wall.
Yep.
That's if there was a struggle
Yeah.
in the room, it's you think that must have been from the kid trying to do that in his room. But once again, that's crazy. Like, that's high level magic.
It doesn't make any sense. He was 12.
Yeah.
Maybe he got a hold of some potions.
Was he even like? Was he even abducted? Like, is that even?
That's my question.
What?
Well, I don't know if you, I mean, you know from my experience with the Sect of the Abyss that there was like no sign of capture.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been kidnapped.
I don't think. She's just like clear. I think it'd be obvious to everyone that she's like struggling with something mentally in the back of the group, like slowing down, just like it doesn't.
Do you need to stop and use the bathroom or?
No, sorry.
Okay.
I'm just in my own head. Is all.
Penny for your thoughts?
How old is he?
William?
Yes.
He's 12.
That doesn't make any sense.
What?
It's just.
I'm sorry?
She looks around. There's like people. I mean, we're like walking down the street. Like,
I mean, some people can do. I mean, my sister could do small stuff when she was a kid. But I mean,
this wasn't small.
no, you're right. No, totally.
Yes, I could do very small
Footsteps
things as a
and-
child as well, but
He was
not
invisible
that.
and going through walls.
Invisibility's, yeah. It's
That's
Wait,
not-
my brother was. He was invisible and going through walls?
I think so.
There are certain deals you could make with.
No, I mean my brother.
Powerful
He could make
entities.
some globes of light appear.
Mm-mm.
there are
I mean,
certain.
probably yes. Probably
That was
yes.
5 years ago.
But this was footsteps that would.
No, that's what my
traumatize.
father told me. My father told me
Oh.
that all he could do is just kind of.
I saw footsteps on the ground.
I felt like he was hiding something from me.
I mean, there are people that are born influenced by the Feywild or the Shadowfell, and they can just kind of innately, because of that, do small stuff. I mean, again, nothing major, but they can still turn themselves invisible once a day, or
Well, all I'm saying is maybe he got away. Maybe he's not
yeah.
actually captured.
My
Maybe-
father seemed like he was hiding something.
Your father did.
Yes.
Shall we go back?
No. I don't know what we would get from going back. It's probably. My father was very angry with me upon my return. He blamed me for not being there. But that's not like him. I thought perhaps maybe he was just grieving. But now I'm wondering if he's hiding something. He told me all about how William was a loner and he didn't get out much and didn't have many friends, and yet everyone I have talked to is after the boy.
Is it at all possible that maybe he wasn't exactly kidnapped, but maybe your dad sent him to Boulder? Like your dad was the one that facilitated his.
Or he was sneaking out. And the reason people know him is because he was turning himself invisible and going outside of the walls, which would not have been noticed by your father.
Perhaps he met someone who convinced him to run away.
It's a lot of what
Told
ifs.
him the the organization was something other than what it is.
Someone came there to take him, and then he turned invisible and ran away, and he could be anywhere.
Why would my father?
Your dad hate magic users?
Well, you know how I told you my mother,
Yeah.
I'm a monster hunter. My mother died. That's true. But it wasn't exactly a monster, I suppose, that killed her. It was a witch. And witches were also the thing that my father and Omar and Root saved Ronhar from decades ago. And there's been rumors that they're back, and that happens every year right around this time because of the Festival of Shadow. I mean, there's always rumors that they're coming back. And because of that, because of everything that happened, yes, he did hate magic users, but it was a witch that killed my mother.
Yeah, well,
right?
you'd be amazed how frequently people get that stuff mixed up.
Xander, was your mother a magic user?
I don't. No, she wasn't.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You don't sound super confident
Yeah.
about that.
A lot of this stuff, I mean, is in your blood.
If your father is afraid of magic and magic users, is it possible he could have sent him away thinking he was helping? Thinking he was somehow protecting him?
I don't know. I don't know.
I do think it would be worth talking to him again.
See how he reacts when confronted.
Or just ask again if he's sure. We wanted to ask one more time on our way out if he was sure. Maybe don't have to come, Xander. We could meet you at the horses.
Ask him if he was sure what.
There's nothing he's forgetting to tell us.
Sure, I'll meet you at the horses. All I know is that no matter what that man says, he's my father. We just need to find him.
Yes.
So I'll see you at the horses. And Xander kind of like shakes off and heads there.
We should make this stop at Boris's fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You find your way into Boris's establishment, literally just called Boris's Hut. And you walk
Our
in,
marketing team.
and you see a completely empty shop with Boris sitting behind the counter. Oh, hello.
Hello. We met last night. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember all of you. Hello. Hello.
We've got some things to sell that you might be interested in.
Oh, I was here to sell the manticore.
Calm down.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We have two, right?
Uh-huh.
And you go ahead.
What are you gonna do with these manticores?
Oh, and I'm going to dismantle them and take them apart and put them in other things.
Cool. As long as you're paying.
What do you mean by that?
Potions, my dear.
Oh,
Magic craft. Perhaps other creatures.
oh, dear. All right. Well, how much?
Or for two heads of a manticore. Oh my. And what did I honestly? I think I told you 50 gold per. No, 25 gold per. I forget what I said.
I don't
I have no
remember.
idea. I didn't write it
For
down.
Manticore head, you told us.
I think you said 50.
I
You
think it
told
was
us-
high.
I think it was higher. Well, I know that the
1,000?
troll. Well, you told us that the trolls would be 250 each.
Yes.
Yep,
For 500
correct.
total.
So it'd be less than that. Because
But they would still be like. It would still be. I think. 100 total is more.
No,
in
yeah,
line.
I think I remember saying 50,
50 each.
Yeah.
I think
50
that sounds
each.
So he says, "Well, I can give this to you for about 70 gold."
No.
Fine.
Not to you.
Perhaps we have our own uses for them.
71.
Thank you.
72.
See you, guy.
80.
Maybe. I think we would not take any less than, I say, 120.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, my God.
No, please, 100.
What do you think? What do you think, everybody? Could we do
No,
100?
I think 100 might work. It is if you're long.
We gotta,
way
yeah,
to
we
take
gotta get
them.
out of town.
Yeah.
This guy creeps
Cool,
me out,
yes.
so whatever's gonna get
100.
inside.
We'll take
He
100.
Doesn't have
justified.
that much time
Thank you
left.
so
100 is
much.
alright.
This is truly.
He
very
reaches
helpful
into a
for
coin
us.
pouch and like
Why is it wet? Why is it wet?
Put it in the party fund.
No, yes, 100. 100 to the party budget.
if you bring back the trolls, let me know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sure.
Ay, ay, ay.
We should go.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Not again.
Don't look at me. Who is it?
He looks at Emory.
Oh. Oh.
I love my hand and my hammer.
Oh.
The ones who they seek is the one you should seek. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful day.
That was a pleasant interaction with this guy.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry
Nothing.
you are the way that you are.
Me
And
too.
Amber will leave.
Oh my god.
And you head out. And you head to Lioness's one more time?
Take a shower? I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah, right?
His fingers are like unnaturally long, right? Like
Yes.
that's not just.
Yes, it's deeply unsettling. I
It was
think
like
that's
he.
it,
You,
Danny.
it
You're
was like
absolutely
he,
right.
he had his hand, but then the fingers
the
were like
fingers.
4 times. It was like 4 fingers, and it was a lot.
Yes.
I think the bag that he got the money on was made of like flesh. I don't know.
No.
It was-
No.
Ooh.
Maybe
Danny-
just because his
Danny
own.
behind
what?
Oliver.
What?
Behind Oliver, as he says that, is a tall, thin figure
What?
I just gave me
with
the
a green
creeps.
cloak.
You alright?
What the fuck do you want?
What?
I just thought we were just making
Whoa.
fun of the creepy guy. We're all in the same.
Whoa.
You alright, Denny?
You need to take a walk, Danny?
Sorry, I think it's just Goodberry's little kind of a suspicious batch.
Mm.
You know, for someone who didn't drink last night, you kind of look not well rested today.
Do you want some
Alright.
water? She
want
offers
to
you
maybe-
like a canteen.
No, I'm good. I just gotta shake it off.
Do you want to go wait with Xander? Get a moment's rest.
I'm fine. I'm fine. We gotta get on the road. Come on.
Alright, alright.
We have a deadline to meet. We got a fancy party that we're barely gonna make it in time.
Yeah.
I will go to the horses though. I worry that he's gonna bolt or something. He seemed upset.
You think
I-
Xander's gonna bolt?
Well, I just go ahead or something.
I'll go with Aeliana to go to the horses.
So he doesn't have to be alone.
Alright.
I'll go with Aeliana to get the horses, and then you 3 go to the.
Yes.
All right, and as you separate there, we're going to take a little bio break. We will we'll come back. Stay right where you are. Okay, you can stand up and stretch. You can some water, but you got to come back and stay tuned. Okay, because we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, we're back. Eric, Emily, and Angie, you all make your way back to Horseshoe Anvil. You walk inside, and Linus kind of looks up. Did you forget something?
We just had one more question for you. I apologize, we forgot to ask. We've been investigating similar disappearances, and it seems like many of the people who are being taken are magic users. We were just wondering if you'd ever seen any similar qualities in your son.
Yes, he was capable of the arcane.
How
Was that
capable?
was that an inherent ability or something he was maybe taught by a family member?
Must have been something dormant in
Dormant.
either mine or my wife's bloodline.
You or your wife weren't magic users?
No,
Can I insight check that?
sure,
Can I also?
sure.
16.
16 also.
Hard guy to read.
Damn.
Actually,
Is there...
Very-
I'm
Okay.
gonna say he set the DC. Oh, the reason why I laughed is because God's honest truth, I rolled a 16. And so I would say he set the DC. So I would say, yeah, there's something untruthful in what he just said to you.
It's very important that you're honest with us.
Of course.
So do you want to revise your last statement?
No.
Do you know what in your bloodline might produce?
No.
I understand that this can be difficult to talk about, especially in the world we live in, but I myself have innate abilities that I discovered as a child, and I can perhaps understand what your son was going through. We only want to help. Is there anything at all that you can think of that might help us find your son?
Roll a persuasion check.
I think I'm
Can
good
I
at that.
try to give her
Why not?
advantage by saying something else?
Sure, yeah.
I'm also looking for somebody that I lost. And it's very important to me that I find them. So if there's anything else that you can provide.
Okay.
17 with advantage.
I wish I could help you. And I hope that you're able to find my son.
If you think of anything else, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You know I will be.
Right.
Can I don't want to keep on rolling insight check, but can I, or like let the 16 slide if he actually wants us to find his son?
I'll let the 16 slide
Sure.
and I'll say, he is unsure if he means it or not.
Oliver will just walk out.
Okay.
Won't say anything.
Adopt another
same.
kid.
Well, that didn't
And
help.
I'll also say you. Sorry.
No. Say what you're gonna say.
You get that he's unsure. I'll say that you also get, like, there's sadness there. Like, whatever's happening, it's not menacing.
Regret maybe?
Perhaps.
Okay.
But whatever is
Be read
happening
as-
is not malicious. It's not like evil.
Like he didn't like sell his son.
If he did,
well,
it wasn't. If he did, it wasn't for pure joy and happiness.
Thought he was
and, like,
protecting him maybe or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone
Like,
tell Henry.
anyway, you were saying, Rowena, before I so rudely interrupted you.
Oh, I just said that wasn't helpful.
And
He
then
doesn't seem so pressed to find his son.
No, he does not at all. I wish that we had more time to spend here. I would like to, I don't know, search his records or something.
Right.
You don't technically
But I
have
think-
to be at the ball.
You give us a
No,
party to
but-
go to.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the party, okay? We've
How many
earned this
extra days do we
money.
have?
about fashion and like how we
If
like
that is
look
ever
good.
recommended, Aeliana will be like, I have to go to the ball. I have to be there.
That's true. I mean, Aeliana got some specific
Yeah.
information about the
Well, we
party.
don't know that.
True. I do think
You
that
guys
we
Just
don't
stay
should,
here for a week.
I think that we should get on the road as quickly as we can. But I think that it's good to know that this boy might not have been just randomly taken.
Right.
And I think it's important that we, if we come back, are able to hold this man accountable for not being honest with us.
Yeah, we have a mission. We should stick to it.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's go find the others.
All right, we cut back to the stables where Danny and Aeliana approach, and you see that Xander is there with Biggie currently giving her a brush, and all of your other horses are there and saddled up and stuffed with rations, and he's just like helping prep the horses for the journey.
I nudge Aeliana forward so that she can be the one that like.
She looks at him and she's just like, what?
Talk to your boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend,
Yet.
right?
Hey, Zan.
Oh, hey. Hi. All right. Well, I've got the horses ready, so whenever y'all are ready. Looks like we're waiting on some.
Then make a quick pit stop.
Pit stop, yep.
Righto.
She'll like awkwardly walk forward and then like go to her own horse to try and seem like it's chill. And she's like, you know,
Zan, you know Aeliana is an artist.
I kind of did put two and two together. I'd love to see some of your art.
oh, no, it's been a long time
Right.
since
yes,
I've actually done that.
Of course.
A long time. So do you braid their hair or anything, or just leave it? What do you do with the horse hair?
Good question. Yeah, you can braid the hair if you want to. You can do really whatever. I would just ask the horse first.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you know, like, Big E, would you mind if I braided some of your hair?
She leans forward and is actually like listening.
I don't think she minds.
Are you hearing something? Or is
He
it
kind of
just
leans
a little-
in. No, I'm not.
Sorry, I just
And he kind of laughs.
sorry. We had a whole incident with a squirrel and I'm a little on edge. Comes to animals and
No, sorry, I was just making a
being
joke.
more than
No.
one. No, that's great.
I was just basically saying if they seem to
Right.
like be uncomfortable, maybe don't
Yes,
keep going
yes.
with it. But if they
Of
don't
course,
mind,
of course.
yeah.
Of course.
It can help them in the harder seasons specifically. If you braid their hair, just gives their skin more. Yes. So you know, I have long hair. You have long hair. If it gets hot in
Yeah.
the summer, it's all over your neck, and you know.
Get that up in the braid.
Yes.
Oh. Yep.
Would you have any old art? That I'm
On
not
me?
to. Yeah, I you know.
She'll look inside her bag and like dig around and I don't know. Does she? Sure, she's got like this is
Maybe like an old
a-
sketchbook.
A doodle from school. Like it's not really. It's like flowers or something.
Oh, that's Very well done.
It's just a it's really not anything.
That's a lot better than what I could do. I think it's great.
Well, thank you.
They're just as beautiful, but these don't die.
Yeah, you can have it if you want. It's just in my bag.
Oh. Well, thank you. Yes, I think I will.
Unless that's weird, and then in which case
I would like
I'll
it.
put it back in the bag because
I would like it.
It's not
I would
trash
like it.
paper.
I
He
would like
wants the picture.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and get
Yeah, I'll just
It's hot, so I'll just
make
braid
sure
the-
Biggie.
Yep.
And as the two of you awkwardly move back to your horses, everybody else eventually catches up, and you see that your horses are ready and packed.
Well, should we
Again.
get on the road?
Shadow. Oh.
With the little nose flips.
Yeah.
Your dad might not be so innocent in this whole matter.
Yeah, your instinct was right. He's hiding something, but we couldn't quite figure out what.
I mean, he lied to us.
Well, part of me wants to stay here and figure out what that is, but I think the most important thing is that the longer my brother is captured, the more danger he is in. So I can focus on why this happened later. Right now, I need to get him back.
We all ready to go kick some troll butt?
Yes.
Sure, yes.
Hell yeah.
We should be aware of
That's right.
magic on the road just in case Boris was
Which is
right.
Why don't I do... I cast Detect Magic once, and that lasts for 10 minutes, so it not be more. We'll wait until... So as we go on the road, if there's anything maybe seen, like any visible sign
Movement
of
or-
anything, I can click up Detect Magic again and see if we can catch any.
Smart.
Okay.
I think we can just all keep an eye out.
Yeah.
So
Is it-
you. Sorry, go ahead.
When we go, I would like to talk to Xander at some point or over the road.
Yeah, I would say it's you had some stuff that you did this morning, and you had a bit of a late morning, so you're probably hitting the road at about 11 a.m. As you make your way out of the town, but you make your way out of the town through the small little hamlet at the base of the large hill that Ronhar calls home. Just kind of enjoying the peace and quiet for a bit. You all ride in silence, and then after a moment, once the journey is well underway, you find a moment kind of at the back of the pact with Xander.
Yeah, I'm not doing it like secret, so if anybody else
Yeah.
wants to jump in, feel free. So how? What was the story of you and that dagger again? How did you come upon that?
My father sent it to me. He said that it was left in the room.
That's right, I forgot. I know you said you're part of some sect or cult. What was their
I need to push the call
name?
The Order of Tooth and Claw?
Is it purely werewolves, or is it?
No, we're creatures of all kinds.
Cursed, all of you?
Yes.
Just kind of a thing with cults to take advantage of disenfranchised people. I don't want to keep on hitting the nail on it.
Right. I mean, if you consider those with lycanthropy cursed, then yes.
I do.
Then
It
yes.
is a curse. Not in a bad. I don't
I
think it's
was like-
bad. Yes, they are.
I've managed to do what good I can with it. But you're not wrong.
Admirable. That was all.
Okay. If you have any other questions about the group that I left and have weird feelings about, let me know. Anybody else have any other conversations as you travel throughout the day? Okay, I'm gonna
I feel
say
like I'm like very on alert. By the way,
Okay.
I can't be surprised. Keep
I
this
know.
in mind.
I remember.
I
Eric?
would. Oh,
Does it look like I've seen his forge? Does it look like he made? Oh, no, they were made by the same person. Does it look like the dad? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to know that. Made the dagger? Probably not.
No, because you know when you rolled that really good roll on the dagger,
Yeah.
you knew that it was made in Wuldriar.
And Wuldriar. Yeah.
However,
It's not that far from.
but
Tabor.
he did give you a specific name of a blacksmith in
Mhm.
Wuldriar, which means he
Right.
knows a blacksmith in Wuldriar.
Right. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
We have more than one reason to go to that blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling him to fuck off.
Oh god, I hope this guy's dad is not involved in this.
He is.
I
It's
know
already.
he
He already is. We know he is in some way.
Too late.
That was so funny. He is. He
He is, sorry. He is, I know.
I want to yuck your yum.
It's a good phrase. It's a
I
good
know,
phrase.
but I just hope. Oh, God.
at
All
some
horses
point,
blow their nose in unison.
at some point, Emory would ride close to Danny and just be like, did you get my note? Did you see my note?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm real sorry, and I didn't mean to.
No, we're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I insight check?
Sure, if you want to, yeah. Roll a persuasion or deception check. They don't have to tell us which one, just tell us the result.
This episode is called Insight Check.
It's actually called Winter is Coming.
I got a 17.
What?
You believe me?
Shit.
Cool. Yeah, I've learned my lesson. You do you, you know?
Yeah.
But for what it's worth, I think you're cool, and I want you to hang out with us, and I'm not gonna make it weird, I guess.
Great. Just let's not bring it up.
Cool. And I'll like ride a little forward ahead.
Yeah. All right. We'll say for this first day of travel, the 26th, you make your way. Like I said, you don't get a full day's length of travel in, but you make it a good way south of Ronhar, and you find a place in the desert plains to make camp for the evening. And it is a safe camp. You feel good about where you are. And the night is yours if you would like to do anything.
Should we end the day of travel with truth and trial?
Ooh, yes.
Jeez. God.
So this is a nightly occurrence then.
Apparently.
Good
It
to
wasn't
get to know
before,
each
but
other.
now
We're
it is.
traveling on the road.
As long as we're still getting to know each other.
All right.
All right. Well, I mean, she who presented it gets into it. I don't know.
Nailed
Yes.
it.
Do I
Phrase
ask?
that we all know.
Crushed it.
So-
Fucking
Alright.
crushed it.
Weird, but yeah.
All right. Let's see. Aeliana. Truth or trial?
Okay. And remind me which one. Evens are
is-
true.
Yeah.
True.
True.
All right, so I got a 5, so that's a trial.
Ooh.
Trial.
Let's
On the
see.
edge.
It's gonna get weird.
Don't say that. Please don't say
It
that.
will now because you said that.
No!
Let's say. No, it won't get weird.
What?
Draw us a
Darn.
picture.
Ah,
It might
Anything
get
you'd
weird.
like.
I have to. Yep. Okay.
The campfire
You don't
goes
have
silent.
Yes. You don't. You don't have to. I can
What?
choose something
Just
different.
pick something. I just
Something that makes
what?
you happy.
Yes.
One.
Whatever's making you happy right now. Draw it. Just focus on the good.
She'll reach a hand into her bag, and she has this very tiny little sketchbook. It looks really old. The cover has like clearly been bent, and actually the back one is replaced. It's two separate colors. It's been replaced. She'll open it up and she'll take the quill out of her hair and just kind of like stare at the page.
If I've asked too much, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I can, of course I can. She'll start to draw for a second. And then fold it over and hand it to you, Rowina.
Open it.
And it is the fire. And it is very small and very hasty and clearly not. Like, you could probably guess that this is like not to the extent that she's actually able to do. But it is a rough, fairly good sketch of the fire with like little embers.
Well, this is lovely. I'll sort of pass it around the circle.
Oh,
It's one of the more wholesome trials we've had.
Yeah,
it's like I'm looking into the fire myself.
you don't have to do that.
It's true. It's a wonderful gift to be able to capture the beauty of a moment and make it last.
Right.
Well, your turn to ask, I suppose.
She'll shove the sketchbook back in her bag very deep, and then we'll say, Emory.
Trial.
Trial as well. How many push-ups can you do?
Oh. I've never counted. Okay, and I'll get down.
Do as many as you can do and count them. That's the trial.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me. We'll count as it's acrobatics because you're using your core. And...
Hell yes!
I got a +9 to this.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Amazing.
Which is great because that is an 11.
An 11.
I got a 2.
So with an 11, I'll say.
I'm like too hard. Go too hard.
Yeah,
you're too excited.
you knock out 20 like that. And then you're like, and then like between 20 and 25, immediately slowing down. And then you get out like 28 before you.
28, 7.
28.
That's pretty
That's a
good.
lot.
Amazing. I could probably only do 3.
Oh, I
That's
feel
really good.
dizzy.
Yeah.
Very good.
Fine.
Nice.
I thought you'd do more.
Oh, I thought I would do more too.
It's been a long day. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still a little hungover. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So 28. I gotta keep an eye on that.
Keep an eye on it.
Xander.
Yes.
Truth or trial?
All right. Let's do it, shall we? That's a 15, so trial.
Dang.
Oh.
I never get to learn truth. The people that I want to learn truth about.
Perhaps we could do 2 rounds. We always seem to stop after 1.
Usually something happens by the end of it. Then we have to go to sleep.
I really thought it was going to end right then. That first one.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry.
No. Oh.
I trial
Sorry,
you
that was rude. I meant it in a good
was.
to be I trial you.
Sorry, what?
I don't know. Run around that circle naked
Whoa!
or something.
Whoa.
Oh.
I don't know.
This
I
game
don't
just
know.
got
I
more
can't.
fun.
What are we meditating?
What?
Huh? Wait, what?
Sorry, nothing. I meditate in the nude. I was a joke, making a joke.
You never talk. Oh.
All right.
Really?
He stands up.
I thought it was a known
And,
fact. I'm sorry.
he-
I'm embarrassed.
You-
myself.
we've
Always
talked.
doing it. Always doing
We've
it.
had like 3 lessons. You never taught me that.
He starts to disrobe. He starts to walk away as he disrobes.
I have great perception.
I will say, anyone who's paying attention,
I am not looking.
this is a man who
Nope.
spent the last 5 years of his life living off the land, working every single day, monster hunting. He's very lean with muscle. He's not like bulky or ripped, but he's got a good figure. And he gets to the edge of the camp, like about 15 feet away, radius wise from the campfire, and he runs around once.
Can we take his clothes?
I would be seeing if Aeliana is paying any attention.
Staring at the fire.
Just staring at the fire.
Can't tell if it's red from the fire, heat, or not. Probably not.
He gets back to his starting point and then like immediately kind of like covers himself and starts to put clothes back on.
Well, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
Right.
Classic
Wonderful.
truth or trial.
Yeah, that was great. Oliver.
Yeah.
Truth or trial?
Yep. It's truth.
Truth. Well, for the sake of continuing with the young lad's tradition, suppose in order to get what you want most in this world, you have to successfully and consensually woo one of us. Who would you choose?
See Oliver just go red as a tomato. And he tries to say multiple things but can't get the word
Like
out.
this pen is.
yeah, exactly. I just can't like. Well, Aeliana. And he'll look in the opposite direction.
Even redder. Look to the other opposite direction.
And he's like even surprised that he said
Amazing. I think that the group kind of goes quiet for a minute.
Benny!
Huh?
Truth or trial, my good friend.
Oh, right. Yep, friend.
Oh,
Whoa!
Truth.
Whoa!
Why does Danny always get truth?
Did anyone else catch that?
yes, I did.
I got trial at the bar because I had to, and then I got
Oh,
trial
that's right.
last time because I danced.
Oh, yes,
Wait,
yes,
who
yes, yes,
caught? What did you catch? I'm
Nothing.
yes. Like, yeah, sure, friends.
You're gonna have to watch the
Having
VOD
caught
back.
that, I'll say, do you think that we don't like you?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
No, I
Oh,
think that he
finally.
thinks. You know what?
It's complicated. I think
Got time.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of a difficult person to really like. I don't think anyone really hates me, but you know, I don't think I'm like a favorite person or anything. So, that's what it is.
Fair enough. Thank you.
This might not be my place, but I do just want to say I don't feel that you are difficult to like.
Okay.
So I just wanted to...
Yeah. So that leaves Rowina.
Yep.
Right. Trial.
Trial. Okay. I actually don't know if you can do this, but I'm really curious to see. Can you do magic that is let's say, bright and colorful, and not shadowy, spooky.
Oh, sure. And I'll like minor illusion. Actually, I'll use thaumaturgy to make the fire like hot pink
Nice.
and yellow.
Oh,
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. I have to think about it a little more. It's not what just like I naturally do, but yeah, sure.
That's great.
That's dope. We doing another round?
Yeah, let's do round 2. Choose someone different this time.
Oh, all right.
Great.
Let's say
I
Emory.
had to run around naked, so I just would love it.
Okay. Truth.
How is your book coming?
Good. I mean, it's not really a book yet. It's mostly just some thoughts and scribbles and, I mean, I got the intro kind of down, and I like pull out the like bits of notebook and parchment that I've been like collecting.
Oh.
So, I mean, yeah.
That's
so,
exciting.
Yeah. I don't know. It might not be anything, but
Will you read it?
No.
would I read it?
Would you?
Oh, sure. I will.
I'm actually writing it.
Don't worry about it.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. That's why I asked.
I'll read the first paragraph, okay?
I have never been so excited.
Actually, I'll read a scene. How about that?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, lovely.
The first night was uneventful, the ride easy, and the terrain gorgeous. Rowina and Aeliana, ever quiet and contemplative. Oliver, alert and vigilant. Danny, a collection of games and curiosities. And Emory, far off dreaming of being a hero. They set up camp, ate their rations, admiring the ever-cooling temperatures the farther south they rode. Is this anyone's first time out of Danrek? Oliver asked as they sat in their makeshift campsite. Emory raised his hand enthusiastically. Everyone else stayed quiet. You know, traveling isn't always as easy as it was today, Rowina said, trying to quell Emory's excitement. What could happen? There's no gangs, there's no buildings on fire, there's no crime. This is great. He stretched out on his bedroll, sighing in contentment. Oh, there's crime, Oliver responded. There's knives, there's gangs, Aeliana added. There's wolves, Rowina said. There's demons, Danny said. Whoa, Aeliana said. Where have you been? That's all.
Oh, wonderful. Bravo.
That's nice.
Wow.
Bravo.
But I mostly only
Very
have gotten
talented.
past the first night, so.
That's lovely.
Oh, I can't wait to see the rest.
Truly, that's wonderful. Great job,
Yeah.
Emory.
We haven't gotten to the part where we met you, but.
Oh,
I'm sure
please, no. That's
Yeah.
I know enough about myself. I'd love to read a story about this.
Wow. Cool. Anyway,
It's your turn.
Aeliana, truth or trial?
Truth. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Yes.
Truth?
Yes.
What is your favorite? Well, I've already done that. I did the favorite spell, I think, before, right?
Mhm.
If you could eat anything in the world for the rest of your life, what would be the one thing that you would pick?
It's a very good question.
Very good question. Got it. Back home, there were these blackberry tarts, and there was a market in the summertime, and we would sneak out on occasion, and the proprietor of that particular shop would give us one single blackberry tart in response for leaving them alone and not chatting their ear off. So those. are the best. I would eat them any day, all the time.
Yum.
Yes. Oh, my turn. Xander.
That's a 6. Truth.
Okay. Oh, what?
That was Aaron.
Oh, I was like, what? Truth. Your favorite time of year and why? I hope that's not cheating and 2 questions. But.
I would say fall. Now, really. And I would say because it feels more realistic. I don't know, some people might be comforted by sunshine and bright blue skies and white fluffy clouds, warm days. But I'm comforted by a dreary rain and cold breeze. Well, I asked Oliver last time, so Danny.
13. Trial.
Trial.
I've already danced.
Already danced beautifully.
You can ask me a question if you want. You can dare me to say the truth.
Loophole.
I
An
like
excellent one.
it. I like it.
I suppose that is a nice little loophole, isn't it? Alright. Danny. Your trial is to put your trust in your friends and tell them something they've never known about you. The intensity of which is entirely up to you.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like this
Alright.
group really wants to get to know you.
Alright, calm down there.
Am I wrong?
I think I've told you all about, my mom's an author. Talked about my sister. Have we talked about how I, got into the House of Balance?
No.
Alright, that's fine. I can do that. About a little over 6 months ago, I went through a really shitty time. I was in a relationship for a long time, and it got messy at the end. Let's say that. And sometime after that, I was already really fucked up about the whole breakup situation. I didn't take it super well. And I was kind of out and about, and I saw my ex with his new person, and pretty sure she was like real pregnant. Which like fine, cool. He doesn't really owe me anything, but it was just kind of jarring. Hey, surprise, surprise! I didn't handle it great, and I got really fucked up, and I got in a fight, and I was living with my parents at the time. I had to move back home, and it was kind of an ultimatum situation, where it was like, hey, get help, or we can't help you. And so I went to the legitimate business part of the house, whole detox, get your mind right kind of thing. And yeah, now I can do backflips. I guess no, that's a lie. I could totally do backflips before that. Yeah. Does that suffice?
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Can I give you a hug?
Sure.
She crawls over, like gives you a big hug. Says nothing else.
Ow! Oh, my ribs! Oh, you're so strong!
Dumb. Crawl back.
I guess that just leaves Ollie Ollie.
Oxen free.
11 trial.
Okay. This is going to be a trial, an extended one. This is a bigger one. I'm not going to be able to do it today.
Huh.
Interesting.
I think you should make something that isn't a weapon or armor. Make something cool and decorative. At some point in the future. Make it cool.
Good one.
I love
You
that.
got it.
Ah,
Wonderful.
I already have ideas.
Of course.
I think that's everybody then? Or is there
I
somebody
haven't
else?
gone
who
a second time.
Oh,
Rowina, then.
6. Truth.
Truth. Truth. Truth.
Let's end on a bang.
No pressure then, I guess.
Oh, wow. All right.
I had a trial in mind. Think about it.
just have to save it for next time.
Truth. I've already asked about favorite foods.
Could leave it up to anyone who has a
Down that
question if you want to end on a bang.
Road. I've got it. Oh boy. What is your earliest memory?
Ooh.
Bang, everybody. No?
That's a good
Very
one.
good, very good.
Thank you.
Great job.
Did I
I
bang?
suppose that depends.
Does it?
My earliest memory until a few days ago was just kind of a random day gardening with my mother.
That's nice.
But a few days ago, I had a vision of what I think is a memory of me being left as an infant. I don't know if it's memory, but it felt like it. And it feels important. So, I suppose that's my earliest memory. I don't know if I ended on a bang, I'm sorry.
No. Sorry, I didn't mean to put pressure on the moment. That was great.
Whoever would leave you in a field made a big mistake.
Agreed.
Yes.
Thank you. I don't know, I'm somewhat grateful for it. I had a good mother. Well, we should take watches.
Yep.
Yes.
I'd be happy to take the first one.
I'll take the third. I
Oh.
get up early, anyways. Just-
Alright. Anyone want to take the first watch with me? No?
Emory.
Alright, I can do it by
Emory,
myself.
I think Emory
Emory,
raised
Emory.
their
Oh,
hand.
Emory. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
I'll take
Perfect.
second watch.
I'm just gonna sleep, I guess. That's all right with everybody. Not take a watch.
Sure.
One of you wake me up. I'll be whichever one. Any. Either of you feel particularly needful of a.
You don't want to choose between Oliver and Xander,
Oh, no. I mean, it's not like I didn't say that. I just feel
All right, good
Did
night.
Rowina
everybody.
say that? Did
No,
Rowina
Rowena
say
didn't say
that?
that. No, Rowena did not say that. Absolutely not.
Oh my god. It's fine. Nothing awkward was said at all at this whole time. Nope.
I've taken many watches alone. I don't mind. If Oliver would like some company.
Good night.
Sure.
Second
Nice.
it is then. Okay.
And Rowina, was it you on the first watch at Emory?
Yeah, me and Emory.
Do you guys have a conversation at all?
I would ask to hear more of your book if you were willing to share it.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably just like read the rest of the paragraphs
Yeah.
very excitedly, and then start just like telling her about like how I want it to be set up and like all the things that we've done so far, and like probably because you were the one that gave me the idea to, you know, interview people essentially, and so I think everybody I have asked why they came and like why they're on this journey, so probably would just like start talking about all the cool stuff we could get up to.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Your watch goes by uneventfully. You wake up Xander. He goes by his watch. And he then wakes up Oliver. And then he goes back to sleep. Oliver, do you take this watch by yourself?
Does he see that Aeliana was not on the second watch?
Yes.
He'll wake up Aeliana.
Okay.
Take a watch.
Yeah.
I'll already bring it up. I tell you what. So we'll just sit here.
She would be painfully awkward and say, "It's not weird at all."
Well,
just so
it
you know.
wasn't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. Oh, I knew you weren't gonna say anything, and I thought about it
It's
all
fine.
night. I just
Fine,
didn't want to be weird.
Made an ass of myself. It's fine.
You did not. You did not. Why do you say that?
Ah,
You did not.
well, I tried to get out of it, but I can only,
It's not weird. It's really not.
Good. I feel great
Yes,
about it.
I feel fine.
Wait, can you say that, Oliver?
Oh!
He does feel great about it.
Okay.
Honestly.
Oh! Okay.
He feels great about the statement, maybe not feels great
Okay.
about having said the statement.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's out there now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you play a game, you have to play by the rules. So,
Of course.
yes.
Of course.
That drawing that you did,
Yeah.
does it cause you pain to draw? I noticed it was very small.
You have a very astute artistic eye.
Yes.
It was very small. In a way, yes, it does.
In what way?
In that I'm terrified to do it.
You're so talented. Why are you so afraid?
You've told me a lot.
Yes.
And I want to tell you. I want to. The night that I found out that my brother was dead, I went into a sort of fugue state. My magic did not look like this before, and nothing hurt. It was joyful and colorful and beautiful, and it was really... I don't know what happened, but I turned into something else and all of my color drained away, and I was throwing paint at the walls, and it hasn't been the same since, and it's too hard, so I just don't.
Was that the last time you truly, I don't know, expressed yourself, let yourself create? Not just draw, not that the fire wasn't a good picture, but not just draw what you see, draw what you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, pain can manifest in many different ways. You know, I have a saying, everything that's broken can be fixed, so.
Can you fix my magic?
I could try.
I mean, feel free if you...
I don't know anything I could do. Right now, all we can do is try to help ease your pain.
Yeah.
Danny dared me to create something. But the truth is, I already have. This is kind of a thank you for kind of talking through things with me, and I made you this. And he'll hand a little, kind of a brooch that's like a sparrow. That is very. It's very crude. I don't have my full setup. I usually don't make things like this.
It's perfect. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You didn't have to. That's really... No, I love it. Thank you.
You didn't have to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lovely moon.
Gorgeous. Really
Yes.
not. Yeah, really. Yeah. I couldn't see the stars as well from many places I've lived before. And on the road, it really is much better.
Yeah, when you don't have the lights of the city. I do have a question, actually, now that we're... I noticed some things. You seem to have lived, I don't want to say sheltered.
Oh,
There's just seems
yes.
to be a lot of things that you have not experienced. Were you not allowed to experience? I mean, a night out with your friends, you had experienced that. That's kind of...
Not really. I'm not ready to tell everyone just yet, but I was the Avarna, House Avarna.
Right.
That's my family.
That explains the bank.
I wasn't
Yes.
like the eldest or the heir or anything like that. Smack in the middle.
Royalty, nonetheless.
Not like that. It's not royalty. That's very, very fancy. It was just different. We had to persona to be an expectation.
I understand that. I'll tell you what, if you could do next time we're in town, there's one thing that you could do, anything that you've always wanted to do. What is it? I'll make it happen.
Oh. See a show.
See a show? You've never seen a show? You've never seen a theater?
I've seen very pressed, short versions of things for fancy people. That's not the same.
You want to see a real show?
Yes.
Okay, then it'll happen.
Okay. You're being awfully nice. Not that you aren't normally, that came out poorly. I just mean, it's nice.
It is nice.
Told you it wasn't weird.
It's not weird.
She'll just look at the stars.
Yep. Unless something happens on our watch.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, no. You all take your watch and nothing seems to happen. The sun begins to rise. Yeah. The next day begins.
Zach, is my level of exhaustion now gone?
Yes. You get the benefits of a long rest. Yeah.
Thank you. I just didn't know if it was like a special kind of...
It is not. No.
Great.
Oh wait, well,
Oh.
I mean, nighttime noises go away. Boop.
Aw, let him go in the morning. He deserve it.
And it is the next day.
Suppose we should get on the road.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's the worm.
All right, onward we go, and you continue to head south. I need somebody to roll a d12 for me.
I'll do
Do
it.
it.
Woo!
I've rolled.
Go, Michael.
Okay. Five.
5. You find in the distance as you were traveling, there is a wagon that has been overturned that you can see in the distance, and it looks kind of like strewn about.
Is it?
Go ahead.
Do you think it looks? Can I check to see if it looks like staged that it's like this, or if this seems like a genuine?
I would say it's like turned over enough, and it's at an angle where you don't see anybody that would be hiding. Like,
Okay.
there's no real places for like people to hide, unless it was like maybe one person. So like, you don't want to be completely off your guard, but you're pretty confident that you're good.
Could be supplies in the wagon.
I'll pop up detect magic.
Yeah,
now.
I have my I have my goggles.
Switches. We don't know.
Take out my
Pop
shield.
up the detect magic. You see that there are some scarring on the ground where you see some evocation magic has occurred. Some kind of firebolt or other type spell has been cast here and is slammed into the ground a couple of times. You also see a dagger that is lying on the ground that has blood on it, and no like owner. You don't see any bodies of any kind. And with a detect magic, you see, like, basically, like, it's in the middle of, like, tall grass. You wouldn't see it unless you were casting detect magic. But you see, like, a little ping, like a little pouch that is on the ground that is giving off illusion magic.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Can I want to look at the dagger with this stuff.
Yeah. You pick up the bag. You kind of look at it. Roll an Arcana check for me.
Nope, that's a 3 + 2. 5.
5. Yeah, you don't know what this is, but
What
it's
does a
definitely
5 get me, Zach?
it's giving you illusion magic, and you know
It's
that this is
giving-
magical.
it's giving-
Yeah,
Giving bag.
Nikes.
yeah. You open it up.
Yeah, what is it, like powder?
You don't see anything on the inside.
What?
Do you put your hand in there?
Can I smell it?
Yeah, you smell it. It smells faintly like sweet.
No, I'll just close it. I'm not gonna put my finger in there.
Yeah. But it does feel like there's something in it, by the way. Like it's not.
Oh.
It doesn't. It's not just a bag.
Well, in that case, then yes. I
You
will
stick
put
your
my-
fingers in, and you feel a fine powder in the bag, but you don't see it.
And if I put it in my hand, I can't say
You
anything?
feel it, but you don't see it.
What? Guys, this is wild. Come look at this. This is
What is it?
It's invisible powder.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've done this before. So it is visible. You probably just inhaled a little bit too much of it, and you're kind of like not seeing things. It'll
No.
fade. You'll be fine.
No. I don't think.
Just
okay.
don't. You
Alright.
will be numb to some pain. So
Yep.
just like be careful of that. But you should be good.
Okay,
I
thanks,
can
Danny.
tell-
Thank
I can
you.
tell you what that is.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I've cast,
Danny.
I've cast Identify.
You cast Identify on it. You know that this is a bag of dust of disappearance. When you use an action to throw the dust into the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you becomes invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Ooh.
The duration
I
is the
almost take
same
this
for
as
everybody. If a creature affected by the dust attacks or casts a spell, the invisibility ends for that creature.
So it's basic invisibility.
And there's 2 uses of this. Enough for 2. Yeah.
Explain. 2 people or 2?
2
Well, it's,
2 castings.
got it.
And then whatever fits within 10 feet of those 2 castings. Well,
Explain that to everybody.
yeah. You could also
Cool.
compound it and make it 4d4 if you wanted to.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll hold on
I-
to it for now, if you like, and
Yeah.
we'll.
I want to do a medicine check on the dagger with blood to see if I can tell like
Ooh,
how coagulated it is, maybe to see, or how dry it is to see how long.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
How
a
old it
medicine check at advantage. You know your weapons and you know your blood.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, this is probably 3 to 4 days old.
Okay.
So it's pretty dry on there. And probably not much else you could get. It wasn't a
it's
killing
mostly
blow.
It was
You can
like
tell
a
that
recent
much.
thing to see
Yeah.
if it was a couple days old, so I don't know if they're in the vicinity.
Mm.
So, but we still probably don't stick around too long.
Yeah.
I will say.
Can I
Well, no, never. I'm not gonna say that.
can I look
yes.
around and see if there's like footprints in any direction?
Sure. Roll,
tracks?
roll an investigation check.
Could it be perception?
Sure.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Hey.
With a nat 20, I will say that you can tell that this wagon was traveling towards Ronhar and
Okay.
was attacked. You can kind of just look at the tracks and like the signs of struggle. Like on the road, it's hard to tell, but in the grass, there's like people haven't continued to travel in the grass, so you can see those markings a little bit better. With a nat 20, I'm gonna say, your hunting instincts with your grandma kind of kicks in from the forest near your house, and you just like really peel your eyes and look at what's happening. And this was a wagon that was traveling towards Ronhar that was attacked by a caravan heading the opposite way. A caravan that had one wagon, about 4 or 5 horses, and some of those people jumped down off of their horses and were clearly heavily armored. And I will say, with a nat 20, you find like a flaking of like bronze metal on the ground.
Bronze?
All right, I would pick up that little flake and tell everybody all the other things. So, guess it wasn't the trolls responsible for this one.
Mm.
I have a theory. The bronze, could be.
I would say if you look at you can tell that is the same shitty metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know the shitty metal. I knew where this is.
I
A member
know
of the,
the
member of
shitty
the
metal.
bronze. I'm guessing they may have been protecting a seal door.
Hmm.
So does that mean that they were going, that maybe they
Towards
were,
Waldrier.
I mean, if it's a few days, all right. Well, then we should hurry.
Do
Yeah,
we
they're
know
a
if
lot
Liana has magic? Is she a magic user?
You do not know Leon has magic.
Why do we think that she could be a magic? I mean, I see like magic traces on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, she's at least being protected by one.
Right. All right. Well, we can keep going, I guess.
Can we follow the tracks? Try to,
The
go
tracks
where
just
they
kind of
went?
like rejoin the road.
Yeah. Well, we're following the tracks anyways, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Misty Grove is where we're trying to get to. That's where the trolls are.
Right.
Yeah, which will take you
Hopefully they get
a couple days.
killed by
to
the
get.
trolls. That'd be nice.
We'd be lucky, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's probably very viable if they were able to kill these intruders.
Trolls kill them, we kill the trolls, we collect all the bounty.
We
Easy.
win. Good.
Back on the road.
Yep.
All right.
Alright.
Can we fix this wagon and use it? Do we want to do that? I could.
Go.
I mean, it would
Oh,
take
that's
some
smart.
time, but I could, if there's the stuff here, I could fix it.
Of course.
Roll a d6 for me, Eric.
Or maybe I can't. 5.
You can fix it. It'll take you 5 hours to do so.
Take me about 5 hours estimate. I don't know if it's worth it.
I don't think we have it. We need to move quickly anyway.
Yeah.
don't we?
That's fine.
Yes.
Good idea, though.
Let's do it.
All right. You make your way further south. The rest of the day, somewhat uneventful. You make camp the next night. This is the 27th,
27th?
the night of the
Mhm.
27th of Guardian. You make camp for the evening. Does anybody do anything during camp hours?
Man,
I don't think so.
No.
keep it rolling.
Yeah. All right. The next day, 28th of Guardian. You are making your way. You're continuing south. Emily, you were the other one who said you wanted to. Do you want to roll a d12?
Yeah. 11.
11.
Good number,
11.
good number.
11 is a normal day of travel.
Nice.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have just a normal, calm day of travel, making your way south. And you eventually find yourselves asleep. Wake up the next day, the 28th of Guardian. Who wants to do another d12 for me?
I can
I'll
do it.
roll.
Oh,
no, you got it,
oh
Kelsey.
man, there it goes.
Please, after you. How many more days do we have?
Until
Till we reach, I guess we're going to Misty Grove. So, like, how many more days till we reach the Misty Grove area?
do you reach the Misty Grove? You left on the 26th. I mean, it's the Misty Grove is the like even less. It's like the last like third of the trip, and it's going to take about around 9 to 10 days to get down there.
I think it was like 10 days to get to Ronhar and another 10 days to get to.
So we'll spend like 3 days-ish in the Misty Grove?
Yes, yeah.
I got another 11, so.
Another 11.
Nailed it.
Normal days of travel are replaced with normal days of travel. So if something is used, it's just replaced as either a negative or normal day of travel. So yeah, you continue to travel on the day of the 28th. I'll check in one more time to make sure nobody wants to do anything. Is there any messages you want to send, Michael? Or you want to hold off on that?
Holding off.
Okay,
Michael.
holding off.
He can fuck off. I don't care.
Okay, all right. You find camp on the 28th. You wake up on the 29th. And whoever didn't roll, Eric, yeah, you roll this time.
That's 12.
12. Okay.
We found a bunch of gold.
An automatic level
Lots of
up.
gold!
You are traveling on the day of the 29th. Pretty normal day. You make your way through kind of like a small grove of trees. It is a forest, I would say, but it's kind of like it'll take you less than a day to make it all the way through the forest. But it is like a good, nice little small forest on your way down to the south. And as you are making your way, I will say Danny and Oliver both with your high passive perceptions, like off in front of you about 20-25 feet and off into the brush of the road, you see like quick movement.
Finally.
Large or small? Or can I tell?
What do you consider large
Medium?
or small? Yeah, medium.
I don't know. Is it like an animal or is it like a big beast?
Yeah, you don't see like a big beast, no.
Okay. Could be a squirrel. Everybody keep your guard up.
Alright, sorry. Yes.
Do you just like keep going?
Serious,
Do you...
Very serious.
Does anybody want to check this out?
I'll go. Yeah, fuck it, I'll go. Let me go. Yeah.
I'll go.
I will watch you from
He's
here.
fancy.
Danny and
He's been
Emory
blazing
both get down off their horses and start to make their way to the brush. As you get closer, you start to hear this kind of like and you get a little bit closer and
It's a
you
2001 Nokia.
look behind this bush and kind of trembling in the bush looking at you, Emory. It's a fucking owlbear.
What? Is it a big one or
Like a
a
baby?
It's tiny. It's like it's about the size of like I don't know, like a dog probably. And it has like the body of a bear
No.
cub, but just like covered in fur or in feather. But there's also like some patches of fur that you can like even you can probably tell that like that fur probably goes away and is replaced by feathers as it gets older. And it's got this big head of an owl as it just kind of like.
Oh, hey.
Those things can be dangerous.
Yep, is its mom around?
You don't
I like
see
immediately
anything.
start looking.
Go ahead and roll perception checks.
What is the weather like?
23 for
it's
me.
a overcast day for you there.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Natural one.
Natural one. What did you say, Danny?
23.
23. There are definitely tracks that this owlbear has left from like deeper into the forest, but currently you do not see any other like tracks or presence of another owlbear.
Oh shit, did anybody Did we get that speak with animals thing?
No.
Can anyone do that?
Wait, didn't we buy one? We did.
No,
No.
we never.
No,
did
he
it.
tried to get
Yeah,
us to get one.
Try to swindle us. No, I cannot.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, I
See, I don't
not
think
seeing
we
its
just-
mom and like with this natural one, I'm like, nope.
Yeah, you
These things are wild
you
beasts.
go down to it. It like
That's
it's
so
like
cute.
if you like bend down towards it, it like hesitates and kind of like backs up. For a second.
Careful. Careful.
Sorry. Hi.
Anybody here good with
It's
animals?
Closer.
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I let it like smell me like a cat.
I'm okay with animals. Not great, but
And it just kind of like puts its head in your hand.
It's trying to eat you.
And then it like starts to like sniff and like snip at your like satchel that has some rations in it.
it's
What do owlbears eat? Should I give it?
meat.
I'll like
Anything.
pull out and give it some jerky.
Anything. Everything.
Humans.
You.
Dogs.
You're no fun.
Emory, you
I'm
take
still-
1 point of piercing damage
No!
as it like snips and bites at your hand as
Ooh.
it tries to grab the jerky.
Oh, it's
Just in
cute.
case I'm looking out for any other.
What are we gonna do? Take an owlbear and keep it as a pet?
Typically, well, no. I mean, typically, if you find a wild animal like on the side of the road, you're supposed to kind of let it. You like are supposed to usher it towards.
But it's so cute. Come on.
Okay, yeah, sure, but
Now.
Yes.
where are we expecting to carry this on the back of one of our horses? We
I
don't
can
have the space
walk.
for it.
It
No.
starts
You
to
want
like
us-
walk away, and then
You
it
want
turns
us-
back and looks at.
Follow it and follow it to see where it is headed.
Now I'm nervous.
No, we should.
I think it wants us to. I think.
to follow
Hey,
it?
hey there. You want us to follow you? Yes.
It starts to walk away.
Get it!
Oh,
I
it's
like
so cute.
trail after it.
You trail after it.
Amory's
Oh my
going.
God. That's right, Emory.
All right, you
Alright,
leave
that's
your
good.
horses and you start to.
I will
follow.
tie up my horse quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We're
What
tiny.
did- yeah.
We're not
Xander just says it's okay. I've got them. Go.
Thanks,
He goes
Zan.
with the horses.
Keep an eye out for a giant owl there.
Okay. Right. I don't smell one anyway. You see him actively just like start to like sniff around. Emory, you're following this owlbear. You make your way through this little clearing in this grove, and you see in this clearing a large owlbear. That is definitely the parent of this
Is it
creature.
Alive?
And it is currently trapped in an iron
no.
grip, like spiked trap that has like
Well,
trapped its
we have to
foot.
Help
And
this
it's like
owlbear.
laying on the ground, and it kind of like looks over at you all, and it like starts to try to get up, but then it kind of like can't.
Hey there.
And it like falls to the ground like hurt.
I'm gonna look at Aeliana
Yep.
and I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try. And if you want to as well, we can
Yep.
try to like try it.
Yep.
Um,
Send it.
Yeah, they can do 10 pounds.
But there's two of them.
Yeah, let's
So
do
20 pounds.
let's do like a spell attack roll from both of you.
17.
Oh, cheating. Oh, I got a 17 on the die plus.
6.
I don't even know what my spell attack is. Hello? Where is... Oh, it's spelled literally right there. 5. 22.
All right, you see this black inky hand and this black like pillowy shadowy hand come towards this iron trap and begin to pry it open. You see that the owlbear parent like snips at one of the hands and just like goes through and then is like kind of confused in looking at that. But you are able to pry open the iron trap. And the creature begins to kind of like limp out and it starts to stand very slowly and like favors like that leg's just pretty much off the ground, and you hear just like a low growl, this like guttural thing that you see kind of like start in the abdomen and then make its way up to the throat as it kind of like kind of ripples and like billows out a little bit. It kind of gains like a mane of feathers.
Okay, backing up, backing up.
Healing word on the owlbear.
I was gonna say I have to, yeah.
You see the blood that is trickling down the leg begins to fall, or begins to slow, and she kind of like reaches back and like nibbles at the wound and looks over, and the young owlbear kind of like looks up, and it runs over to its mom, and the two of them kind of like snuggle up with each other, and the kid just runs off. And the mother owlbear like looks over at all of you, and there's just like a single like lowering, and then it stands back up, and it walks off to the side, and sitting underneath where this owlbear was is an emerald that is
Hell yeah.
glowing.
I'll mage hand it.
Glowing?
You don't have to go approach.
It is glowing.
You said it's
Yeah.
glowing?
I did say it's glowing.
Don't touch that emerald.
Oh, I mage handed it. So we didn't even have to walk because I didn't want to. I have my mage hand.
Yeah, you mage hand it. It
Scoop it and bring it over.
begins
How
to.
big
yeah.
of an emerald?
Like the size of your palm.
Oh wow.
It's a fucking huge emerald.
That's massive.
Yeah.
What is it? It's glowing.
I
Also
could
mage hand up in front of you all.
identify it, but I would have to touch it.
Ooh, maybe not.
Yeah, touch it.
Yeah, just have my back. But right, if I get sucked into this emerald or
Yeah.
something, just
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got
No.
it.
tell my story, and I'll grab it. You guys identify.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's
Oh,
so
no.
funny. Okay. It is.
You get sucked into the emerald.
Yeah.
You never see Oliver again.
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it so I can send it to you.
Emerald of glowing.
Ooh.
Always touch the glowing.
Pardon me. Pardon me, friends.
Pardon me.
Okay, I can't find it for you, but it's a gem of seeing. Is what it's called in the book. This is a rare magic item, maybe even very rare. No, I think it's just rare. And I'm gonna alter it a little bit, but you'll have two. You'll have two charges.
Okay, two charges.
And you can tell it'll shatter after these two uses.
So it doesn't regain.
It does not regain.
Gives you true sight.
But it'll give you true sight for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's insane.
Does require attunement.
Does require attunement, yeah.
I think that's all yours, big guy.
Me?
Yeah.
Am I
Sure.
the big guy? Oh well.
If you want.
Sure, I'll do it.
Unless you don't want to, you don't have to.
No, I very much do.
Then go for it.
Is Emory
It's right up your alley seeing things that are not there or hidden, right?
Yeah. Pretty good seeing things. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Back on the road? That was an interesting
moving.
detour.
Yeah.
Danny, as everybody starts to like kind of walk
Oh, no.
away,
No.
standing right above where that gem was,
oh,
you see the
God.
cloaked figure with the shield.
March right up.
You march right
Whoa,
up
whoa, hey,
and
buddy.
you wait to her or to the figure.
To the-
sorry, to Oliver or to the figure.
Figure.
Okay, so you
I think
march.
he's coming at me.
Yeah. You march right past Oliver, right up to the figure. It's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Just kind of like lean forward a bit. Can I see like its face?
It like You don't see you see like a grayish green skin, but you don't. But the rest of it is shadowed. And
Can you see there, buddy?
she's within 6 inches of you.
What the fuck do you want? I gave you literally everything. I have nothing else for you. There's no reason that you need to be here still.
Is he
I'm not
using
enough
it?
attuned to it yet.
I think it takes
I
time.
think it takes 10 minutes.
I mean, it takes more than just, you know.
I think it takes a short rest.
Yeah.
For attunement, yeah.
I'm trying though.
Yeah, you're like, as you say that, Danny, and you guys see nothing. You don't see Danny talking. You see Danny talking, but you don't see Danny talking to anybody in particular. The figure bends down slowly so that they are at eye level with you.
Yep.
And they reach up with long, spindly fingers. And they pull back the hood.
Oh boy.
And you see a greenish gray, barely any blue left in the tint of this skin, as you see an old version of yourself.
Oh.
Cloudy hair is dark and stormy, and you see wrinkles, yellow eyes, and then you say to yourself, "This is what you were supposed to become." And then you...
Oh!
And then as you are contemplating that, snow begins to fall from the sky. And you hear, as if she's standing right next to you, "Winter is here." And that is where we are going to end this week's episode.
No! Wow.
We're not waiting
So,
2 weeks.
We're playing on Monday.
so thank you all for joining us.
Wow.
We stay tuned at CharmedPersons in case we find another time to do the next session, but if not, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
God.
Here at 12 p.m. Central.
Don't think so, darling. I
Thank
don't
you
think
for
so.
joining us. Much appreciated. Hope you all have a great day. Stay happy, stay safe, stay... That's the Tame Games thing. Okay. Thank you to my players. The best players is you can ask for. I say it every time, and I mean it every time.
Hello.
And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.